Greetings, sentient beings. This broadcast is not intended for children. There will be strong language and adult themes. So, I'm not really quite ready to start myself yet, but I was working on organizing the Christmas Day marathon and sending out notices to get links from people.
I'm just not sure that or calendar is going to be a good idea. So I just said lavender. So I'm doing that image that I did last year.
Yeah, well, the main thing is just to have all of the links in one place, so anytime somebody comes in, they can see where to find them.
I will actually be available again this Christmas. I didn't think I would be. I thought I'd be away all Christmas, but I'm actually going to be here this Christmas because of the way things worked out. So aside from a little bit in the evening where I'm going to be spending some time with my niece, I will actually be just at home doing Sweet Cafe. So I will hop on a few streams. If I'd known that would be the case, I would have volunteered for a time slot, but I honestly didn't know until this last week. Yeah.
You know what else might be even easier, Purple? Is just create a playlist.
Oh, and put everyone in that.
Yeah, if you've already got links for most people, let me see.
As an awesome Nick.
Well, I thought the calendar format would be, easy for people to look up whatever time.
Yeah, but let me see if I can do that for you. Since you do have most of the links.
Although, yeah, I have actually, if you had a more visual schedule that had everybody's avatars or something that people would recognize easily, that would be very nice.
Okay, let's see.
Hello, Diane. Hello, Stool.
Hello. Yeah.
Hi, Diana. Hi, Stool. Are you sure it's Stool? Because that silhouette and the weird name. If we come across with if they come across with a distorted voice, then we got to assume Stool. We got to assume Purple that you're doing an expose on something.
Yeah, it's a documentary.
Oh, okay. What about Dolly Parton's life and Ethel?
I'm hiding my identity.
Oh, is that the way that goes? Okay. Let's see.
I'm not allowed to show my real identity because I'm going to share secrets.
There we go.
Yeah, and despite what Stool has been saying, I'm doing time zones because I'm organizing this across 3 continents.
Well, you're one of the very few Americans who knows how to do a time zone then, right?
I do. It's one of my favorite
Is it
hobbies.
only 3?
Well, so far we've got people in Europe, North America, and Australia.
Okay, so there's...
It does give me so much joy watching Americans try to do time zones. It's so hilarious.
Although actually this year Nacha's the only Australian we officially have on the schedule.
Yeah, I would have done that differently had I known I was available.
Well, Stool's currently got 2 time slots.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. No, that's not cool. It's a total mistake. We don't want this to happen. We do not want this to happen.
Well, do you want me to auction off one of your time slots? We can probably still get somebody to fill one of them in.
I'm quite sure if you ask people for money to get me out of this, they'd pay.
Give me
We're making a fundraiser.
Give me the PayPal right now. No, I'm just kidding.
We'll make it a charity fundraiser.
Let's do that.
Less Stool for your money.
Yeah, you'd make quite a bit of dosh.
And then there's this kitty over here.
And
Your kitties are always in on the scene, Diana.
Yeah, I don't know. This one's a little camera whore.
yeah, Sammy's laying here by my feet too.
Okay then.
He's up on his porch.
It's dreadful, Diana. You just can't control your pussy.
There you are.
I just made a mess.
Please don't mind me. I'm munching on the rest of my apple.
That was the shocking bit of nail varnish application.
What?
I just put some more nail varnish on and I just put way too much on.
Yeah, that's one of the things I kind of need somebody to teach me to do.
Nail polish.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Purple, you've got such a long list of things that you need people to teach you. I mean,
That's true.
You're still struggling with the concept of Google Calendars, so don't move on to nail varnish, for fuck's sake.
Purple's not the only one. I still haven't got it done right. Yes,
Well,
dear.
Why does the thing have half a dozen links in it that don't really work if I give them to anyone else? Why can't I just copy and paste from the address bar to get somebody else to be able to see the same thing I'm seeing? Why doesn't that work in Google Calendar?
I don't understand it either, so don't look at me.
What you're looking at is your calendar. Now, if you were able to share a link, as you're saying, to your calendar, that would not be a good thing, would it? Because you'd be sharing your private life with people.
No, I wouldn't, because I'm too smart to put my private life on the internet.
So Junk Shop doesn't have a. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
there's a couple of them I don't have links for yet.
I do know a little bit about your life, Purple, because you shared the wrong thing. So, yeah, be careful what you share.
Well, no, I mean, it's just I don't use Google Calendar for anything else. So
this is the thing.
There's nothing on there that I haven't shared in my chats.
Within what you need to do, I'll keep this brief. You make up a separate calendar that you're going to share with people. And people who use Google services, such as Google Calendar, it will then integrate into their Google Calendar service. So now I'm in my Google Calendar, along with UK holidays and whatever crap else, I've got a thing called, whatever you called it, Purple's Calendar or whatever.
Yeah, which
Christmas Day frolics.
Yeah, Purple, when I showed you what I see when I clicked on that link, that's what Stu's describing, because I have Google Calendar on both of my systems. So it displayed yours and mine side by side.
Yeah, exactly. So within the Google where Purple's done this thing, there is a URL that he can share. Oh God, Raymond's here. So when he shares that link, people who are not using Google services will just see a web page with that Purple Calendar on it. But if you're a Google service user, it will integrate into your system and all get sexy and stuff.
Okay. So
look, don't encourage us, Stu.
So I've made a playlist,
I
but
just
it
did
only
science.
Still.
Mm-hmm.
You need to make a planner. You need to schedule your second stream, please.
I haven't got a second stream. This is Purple trying to get me in trouble.
No, that's what I've been telling him, and he won't give me a link to the one on Christmas Day. I've only got his Christmas Eve stream.
This is not true. You're doing time zones wrong again. This is why you never trust Purple with anything that's serious.
What time is this Christmas Day one?
It's on the Google Calendar. Go check it.
I'm not using the Google Calendar.
Okay, give me 2 seconds.
Google apps suck.
I'm getting it.
I'm scheduled.
It's 4 p.m. my time.
Let me see. Where is this?
No, well, I'm just trying to translate the times here. It's 4 p.m. my time.
I'm 1 a.m. till 3 a.m. Christmas morning. That's GMT.
Okay,
but for some bizarre reason, Purple's also given me a second show on the same day, which I'm not fucking doing because I'll be shit-faced.
What time is the second one?
That sounds like
Okay,
a plan. That sounds like you plan to be shit-faced.
The second one for Australia would actually
Good
be
to see you too.
it would actually be Boxing Day in Australia, the day after
Boxing
Christmas,
Day.
starting at
At what
8 a.m.
time Boxing Day?
Starting at 8 a.m.
My time.
Yep. Well,
Oh.
8 a.m. Brisbane. I'm not sure what city you're closest to.
Okay, so 3 hours before that, 5 a.m. in the morning for me.
Purple, have we set up some kind of blocking
no.
system so
So
that
3
the
hours.
Australians can't watch this? Because you know those
2
fuckers will
hours.
be sunbathing on the beach.
6 a.m.
That sounds like jealousy.
Will and I could do a 6 a.m. stream.
Okay, if you want to take that time slot, that'd be fine. Just set up a place card and give me the link to it.
There's only one.
That one's set up to be a 3-hour block.
Yeah.
Oh, I could rant for a good 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
So we've heard.
I can do it naked.
Okay. So when you send that link, also send that link to me because I've already made a playlist. It's got the 11 links. The only thing that's missing is Junk Shop, Wine and Reason, and Dallas Wade, I think,
And Dead City.
and Dead City.
Will and I will sort out over the weekend and shoot you a link for the Boxing Day one.
So do you still have that same rule, Purple, that Australians have to do their live broadcast naked on the beach?
No, it won't be on the beach.
I can actually do that here in California. I can do that. On Christmas, I could do that.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Oh, I forgot to change my name to a very stable sewing table. Damn it. I'm going to do that next time.
Renee is all alone in the side chat there. Just her and her kitty.
Oh, poor Renee.
No, there's somebody else.
Sorry.
Hold on, sorry. I thought I. Sorry.
I
gonna
love
shut
the
up.
delays. They're so funny. It's just 5 people going, sorry.
We're all becoming Canadian. That's what it is.
I was about to say.
Okay.
When we need him.
So why is? Oh, never mind. I was going to ask a stupid
Randolph.
question, but
That's a good idea, actually. For Christmas Day, we could do a Canadathon. 2 hours of
Canadathon.
Sorry.
Sorry.
so I'm going to put a link.
Because that's a perfect spot for our song.
I'm going to put a
Randolph,
link. to the
Canadian
playlist.
Patent pending, work in progress.
Gross. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we got Geo Sam. Hey there.
Hey, Sam.
Oh, let me turn down my electronic parenting.
Okay, so Kitty's getting a schedule set up for us.
Oh, yay.
I just linked the playlist with all of the currently contained people who've already done placeholders, so that it's just missing Julie, Junk Shop, Dead City, and then whatever. Jen, I guess you're going to be doing it with
Yeah.
Godless Sewing, whose name I do not remember because I've only met him once before. Will. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Cunt. We call him cunt.
Oh,
That's Senor Cunt to you.
Monsieur Contino.
No, it's Senor Cunt. And I
How
don't want
you
to speak in
doing?
Spanish. How you do it?
How you doing?
My computer's doing terrible, but how you do it?
How you doing?
Ever since my update, my computer's been junk shopping all over the place.
Hey, at
That
least
was
your
dreadful
computer,
last night when we were trying to watch Star Trek.
It's the first time it's ever happened.
That was stupid.
at least your
Only-
computer is complete.
Only
Amazon
nerds
sent
watch
me
Star
an email
Trek.
that for the third time my
Yeah,
attempt to order the CPU was canceled.
Oh,
Sucks.
What
So
the
at this
hell?
point, I
What they
can't get
record?
my CPU until sometime in January.
Yeesh.
And I've
I
got
don't-
the pile of all the other parts just sitting here waiting.
yikes.
So wait, which are you gonna get first? Is the CPU gonna arrive first, or is the vaccine gonna arrive first for you?
Both.
No, I'm probably
Same
going to
day.
bed before the CPU arrives.
Just don't inject yourself with the CPU and try and put the vaccine in your computer.
There you go. Oh,
Well, it
I
would
was
be good if
thinking,
the computer was vaccinated against viruses.
You'll die from the 5G. Don't do it.
And in answer to you, Stu, why on earth do you think calling us me or Will a nerd is an insult?
Because I think people who are really into Star Trek are just weird.
Says the man who literally shows people his starship and calls me a Riemann.
Yeah,
Is that a
should I
euphemism? He
repost
shows
that
his
picture from the
starship.
group? Should I repost that picture from the group about how hard you've been working to get Lieutenant Uhura? He's been trying to create the character in the video game.
Trying? No, I've got it. No,
I have so many questions. I have so many.
No, don't ask questions.
I don't want answers.
No, one of my bridge officers is a lady of colour, but I got a bollocking off on Twitter because my character wasn't black enough. So I went to Earth Space Dock tonight. This is true. This is how nice I am. I went all the way back to Earth Space Dock. I was busy doing Klingon fishing. I went all the way back to Earth Space Dock to the tailor, and I made my bridge officer a little more colourful.
Green?
You know, with that accent,
No,
terrible.
I'll give him credit. It's a very good likeness. He's done a good job of it. And yeah, that's on an earlier version. The skin tone, looked a bit more Asian than African, so he's adjusted that.
I'm such a good boy.
oh my.
You only did it for the short skirt.
This is true. I do like her thighs.
Yep.
TMI.
No, I was just thinking how I thought I had to get out more. I think you should get outside more. I thought I should leave the house. I live with the sunshine, and I'm starting to get pale.
So,
He's in the UK. If he goes outside, he might freeze to death, especially at his age.
in the side chat, Susan Skeptic was, saying about stay away from McCaffrey. So I'm building a new computer. What would people recommend as being good protection for a new system?
Linux.
Well, yeah, but that would protect it to the point that I'd be unable to install anything on it.
I have Apple products, and they literally think for you and have
Don't,
crummy updates.
If you're using Windows,
It's the one thing about him I'm going to have to change.
I do. I have a ridiculous amount of Apple technology. I do.
unless you're an absolute imbecile, if you're using Windows, you don't need anything. You really don't.
And this is
Windows
some
by
man who
itself-
watches porn.
Windows by itself will do a pretty good job of looking after you.
Well, as long as you know which
what you
ports
do.
to not open.
Yeah, if you go to a lot of weird websites that get linked to you in your email as Purple, then yeah, you probably want a good antivirus program. But if you know what you're going to use it for, you don't click on weird links, you're safe enough with the antivirus built in Windows.
Okay.
This is very true because Windows actually these days is pretty good at looking after simple people. Sorry, Purple. So
Yeah.
it won't let you. It literally will not let you click on things or open things that it thinks are not good for your health.
And it does have antivirus built in. But you get a certain amount of extra protection by going for something else. But even the free ones like Avast and AVG actually do a pretty good job in that sense as well. So it just
I've got Avast in the Chrome browser.
Yeah,
I
you'd be
would say
fine with anything.
don't, if you're using Windows 10, which I think you will be,
Yeah.
don't get anything on top of it. Firstly,
Yeah.
because if you're using two kind of antivirus things at the same time, that's never
Yeah,
a good thing.
I've
to
run
do.
into that
As
before.
soon as you install something like Avast, Windows turns off its internal one anyway. So but
Stick to Don't
just
worry
stick
about
with
it.
the internal
Okay,
and-
so you don't think anything else is necessary?
No, don't go for anything else. You will have to kind of calm down on the dinosaur porn. But if you can do that, you'll be fine.
Yeah, just don't follow any of those weird links that Pornhub puts up, and you'll be fine.
That sounded
Even with weird
strangely
links.
personal, Stool. That was
Even
strangely
with the weird,
personal.
I know how Purple's brain works. So even with the weird links,
That's
Windows
scary.
10, the simple version for simple people will not let you do bad things.
I don't know.
It
So
won't.
that's going to be difficult for me because, I'm really quite fond of big hips. So, not looking at the sauropods, I don't know if I can do that. And
So are we gonna do our Christmas morning show topless? Are we will?
Yay!
Yeah, you just gotta warn me. I gotta do push-ups from now until that day. I've got my quarantine body going this year. I haven't worked out at all. I don't think I will either. I think I'm done.
Yeah.
Every year I would pretentiously work out and get buff, get my beach body, and then go show it off, and no one cares.
You've only got one person to impress anyway, and I'm already impressed. So
Yeah. I
I know, I
have been
didn't even
putting on a
shave.
bit of weight, mostly because over the summer I wasn't doing the physical work I'm used to.
That's what happened to me, and I've gained.
Yeah.
If you're doing the
25
topless thing, if you're doing the Christmas topless thing, could you give me a little bit of warning, please? Because I'll put the big monitor on, because it's really wide. Just saying.
I don't know whether that's a compliment or an insult.
It's kind of a compliment because I can't.
Both, isn't it?
I can't fit your bosoms on my little laptop, so I'll put the big screen
I know
on.
you meant that. But
I know. I have
We got
my
a
nipples
wide-
are huge, though. It's a problem. It's a problem. My nipples are huge. All right. Gosh, always bringing it up, Stool.
Oh my God, you aloes are so weird.
Yeah. I don't know. For the first time in my life, I'm actually having to think about it, pay some attention to my body, and wondering what kind of exercises I could do to kind of flatten out the stomach a bit.
You could. I go on the couch and I put half my. Yeah, just put your legs up and just do half sit-ups.
Yeah, don't go all the way. You should up halfway, hold it, go back down, but don't go all the way to the floor.
Exactly.
So you should be
Okay.
So
I know that
your stomach muscles are always in crunch at the time.
Because there's a lot of low impact things that you can do.
Well, I know the traditional sit-ups aren't really good for the back, and I have enough back problems already.
You can always get a sit-up. You can always get a sit-up bench. They're not expensive, and they make sure that you don't overdo it, and they protect your back. So.
I don't think I'd have room for it.
Walking
they
is still
collapse
amazing.
down. They collapse down and just stand against the wall.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
The resolution on my big monitor is absolutely sexy. So just to get this straight, for the purposes of the Google Calendar, Jen, will this be in daylight when you've got your bosoms out and you're doing the barbecue?
Dude, you're starving, man. You're starving.
I will be sitting here naked for the stream. I'm not going to go outside and do it. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning for me. 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you get put on a list if you're naked at 6 o'clock in the morning around my beaches.
It'll be midday for you.
You get put on a list.
It'll be around midday for you.
Stu, you're on your best behavior tonight. You know that? Because there's like 5 jokes you missed right there.
I'm being such a good boy.
You really are. You really
You've
are.
got to bear in mind that it's like 6:30 a.m. for me, and I've warned you previously that the streams must never cross. Her up there, which is weird because she's up there and I'm down here, which is kind of weird because she's from Australia. How does that work? But anyway, the streams must never cross.
I fix.
Yeah, there you are. All right.
Oh wow! Hey, Will's on top.
Hey.
Go on.
I'm
Hey,
sorry, I
Riemann,
wasn't sure which of you should be on top.
Riemann, you're on top. Go on.
Don't give either one of them any ideas, okay?
I lived.
won't
You know
look.
what? I want to respond to what Susan said. I lived in Portland, and that and San Francisco are the only places I've ever been where people walk around naked and no one cares. You can do that here in LA, but no one really does. So
If you want to look for it, it's out there on the web. Bionic Dance roller
yeah, I was just thinking about
rollerblading
that.
naked.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, that was at a parade in Seattle.
Yeah, they have fun in the Pacific Northwest.
That was an LGBT parade, wasn't it?
Yeah,
what?
it was a gay pride event.
Gay pride event. Is that what started your infatuation, Diana?
Actually, I've
No,
never,
no, no,
I've
no.
never actually looked at it.
I knew about Kate well before I knew about the photos.
That just cemented it.
I'm being such a good boy. I'm saying nothing.
Can you walk around naked in the UK, Stool? I already
If
know
I
the
want
answer
to,
to
yeah.
that. You live in the
It
stuffiest place.
might give him a sex change with.
Yeah. or put on the list, or put on.
I could do, but why would I? It is really cold here.
It's cold in Portland too. They actually have the same weather.
I know my hat is sexy, but I'm wearing it for a
Is the
reason.
temperature why English men have such small penises?
I misheard that. Did you say something about no? I did mishear that. Did you say something about Norwegian men having small penises? What does that mean?
I said English men having such small penises. Is it the weather? Is that what causes it? Is it actually an optical illusion due to shrinkage?
You'd have to do some kind of survey on this. I've never. It's news to me.
Prior to having a partner, I would have happily volunteered to help do the survey, but not now.
Sorry, I was being responsible and reading the chat.
I have wondered about that because I've seen things of what are supposed to be the average size, and I'm like, are they actually measuring these guys, or are they taking their word for it?
It's all about who you know.
Yeah,
They measure.
Who your ancestor was.
Yeah, and unless you have a lab assistant who is actually measuring all of them so that they're all consistent, I'm not buying any of it. Because I've found men can be extremely creative on where they think the end of the ruler starts.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Just saying, the average European penis is longer than the American one. Just going to put that out there. That's what she said.
So Will's above
concerned
average
about
in two
average.
continents.
There was one night. A buddy of mine. We were standing on the Golden Gate Bridge, and I had to pee. And we're standing there. And I said, and he looked at me. He said, "Man, the water's cold." And I looked at him, and I said, "Yeah, it's deep too."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard that one when I was about 8 years old.
That's a Richard Pryor joke. That's literally a Richard Pryor joke. Between Flip Wilson and Richard Pryor, I know most of their routines. I used to listen to their records when I was a kid.
He was a funny fuck.
Absolutely.
That would be a good. I was hearing today about what glorious joys we have on British TV on Christmas Day.
Oh boy!
Oh, fuck. Oh god, it's so depressing. Yeah.
Well, at least you have a doctor.
Richard Pryor would be a good thing for Christmas Day.
Richard Pryor would be amazing on Christmas.
All we've got is crap. Mrs. Brown's fucking boys.
Yikes.
Oh, fuck me. Why are they doing more of those?
He's just negotiated another contract for another 6 years of it.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking ridiculous. The show, yeah, you could maybe say the first season was funny, but after that, it's all just derivative bullshit.
It's just one joke.
It's one joke, and it's not funny.
And it's not funny. I mean, it might be funny the first time, but the second time...
I mean, that's it. It's not funny anymore. It's just ridiculous. I mean, what next? I mean, when you consider the disrespect that it kind of is anyway, what next? Is the BBC going to bring back the minstrels or something?
You know what?
Because it's the same kind of fucking humour.
The black and white minstrel show. It wouldn't surprise me.
I didn't want to say that bit.
I wouldn't be
Well,
surprised either.
I'm saying it because it's
This
an
year,
important
I wouldn't
thing.
be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Especially on
Because-
fancy accent island over there.
The
Yeah,
new
I mean,
boss, the new boss of the BBC
That's a fuckhead. Sorry.
is a fuckhead. No, you were correct. He's a fuckhead, and he kind of got the job because he's very right wing, and he's been bitching that
And living in the fucking 60s.
there's not enough right wing comedy on the BBC.
Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, the BBC is a dying institution.
Oh, to
There's-
answer Ox,
I wouldn't be surprised if one of the governments sells it off.
Oh. I've actually just had an important remembering about Christmas Day. Purple.
Oh, the Alzheimer's lifting.
Fuck off. Purple. Purple, I've had an important remembering.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone for a poo. Christmas Day. Over here, Doctor Who.
I'm so jealous. I'm now gonna have to illegally download it.
It's going to
Oh,
clash with
hey.
your stream.
Oh, it's going to clash with my stream. Yeah, it's going to clash with our stream. I won't get to watch it live when it comes out in Australia.
It doesn't come out till New Year's Day here, so I'm extremely resentful.
We could watch it and do live response to what's happening without actually putting it on the.
You want to watch me watching Doctor Who while you can't watch it?
Ooh, I
That
bought
would be
myself.
Doesn't it come out during mine?
People make a lot of money doing that, Stool. You'd be surprised.
That second one that you said you didn't want to do?
Jen and Sewing reacting to Stool, reacting to Doctor Who. Sounds like an event.
Because I can share it to.
Let's sell this idea. Okay, let's get this sold to the BBC. I'll watch Doctor Who live on Christmas Day. Jen will watch me watching it with her bosoms out while she's doing a barbecue on the beach. Riemann will be doing some sewing.
I actually will.
Purple will build a dinosaur out of Lego.
That sounds brilliant. That sounds like
sounds
beautiful entertainment.
That
would
sounds
be
actually
way much better than
We were going to
Mrs.
be
Brown's
doing that
voice.
anyways, so we're going to be doing that anyways, so it sounds like fun.
And for special effects, our special effects lady will be Crazy Cat Lady, who can feed her fish while going, woo,
There you go.
woo.
I actually went a little crazy on Amazon with patches this year, so I'll be sewing a lot on Christmas Day. I got bored on Amazon.
Oh, that's a bad place to do it.
It is.
Yeah.
All the packages came, and I was like, I'm never
You
shopping.
are
at
so
Food
going to need that sea container.
The what?
He's so going to need that sea container.
Oh yeah, I have.
Absolutely.
I'm the real life Sanford and Son, and I have a bit of a hoarding problem. A bit.
Just a bit.
But you know what? I've manned up, and I'm gonna sell both of my trucks because they don't work. So I've manned up.
And then he's going to buy a new one over here.
I've manned up, and I've decided to sell both of them. So I'm growing up that much, just a tad.
Growing up, you were filling your boy cave with smoke the other day.
That's all right. I'm his enabler apparently because we're going to build a big geek cave shed, and we're actually going to build our own bowling alley in it.
I have a
Bowling
fog.
lane in it.
I found my fog machine, and you have to have fun, Stool. Don't judge me.
Oh my!
It is not
yeah,
life.
we-
If you're
we
not
can-
doing something
oh.
stupid every once in a while, it is not. Life is not worth living.
We
don't
need
do
to
it.
set up the fog machine so it fogs across the bowling lane, so you can play bowling without being able to see where the pins are.
Fog machines are
This is
amazing.
On a bowling lane.
This is a plan. And that's the introduction to my live stream of the Christmas Day Doctor Who. We see the fog, the smoke. Let's call it smoke. It's more posh. The smoke parts,
Smoke.
and Jen strolls forward with her hefty bosoms on display.
I could tell you've been up all night, Stool.
I tell you what,
I started getting
tell you an
frisky
awful lot
after
about
about
my
14
hefty
hours.
bosoms.
Mm,
Mm.
I can. I don't blame you. When I'm up all night, I get really frisky after about 14 hours.
I don't like Christmas pudding, so I tend to think about buzzards instead.
If you like, I could temporarily glue some raisins.
Yeah. Well,
That works. Go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
our next Lego project is I've got a couple of the Beatles mosaics, but
Will you be
we'll
pouring
probably
whiskey
be
on
doing
them?
those on Yule, so they'll be done before the Christmas stream.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I need to get off my duff and do the Doctor Who one that's been sitting there for 6 years.
You know that building that it's the people have been retweeting it on Twitter? We should do a Lego version of that and then make an earthquake.
I do live in the land of earthquakes.
Which one is that? What building?
I can't remember what the building is called now. Somebody said it looks like a banana, and I said this does not look like a banana.
Oh, that one.
The one in Vegas. You know, Las Vegas is such an amazing place. I can't wait to go see that. That is 4 hours that way. I can't wait to go.
I mean, it's a fucking big dildo. It's not a banana. It's a dildo. Let's be honest.
It does look like a giant schlong.
It looks like a giant dildo.
My brain is going into really bad places at the moment.
I guess I have not seen the building you're referring to.
Oh,
I'll find it.
oh. Where's my phone?
Back in the 80s,
it's concept art. Sorry, go ahead.
back in the 80s, BBC One, they used to have the most wonderful Christmas idents. And so one year it was a Christmas pudding rotating. Instead of the globe, the BBC globe, it was a Christmas pudding that was rotating with the BBC logo underneath. And I'm now thinking about, I shouldn't say it. Sorry, Jen, but no. If you just had one of
the
your
bottom part of it.
If you just had one of your bosoms rotating.
Okay, I
You need
got
to get rid of ox.
There you go.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is a dildo. That is not
Yeah.
a banana.
And the funny thing is, behind it, that's the freeway that is like the main vein in Las Vegas. You will not be able to miss that building.
Well,
Did you
there
just
are a
say
lot
the
of
main
buildings
vein?
that are
It's gonna
phallic
be
symbols, but that's the
on
first one
purpose.
that's got the ball sack on it.
Exactly.
Why is its big vein behind it?
You know, our freeways are the lifeblood and the main vein of this country.
Keep saying main vein, somebody will laugh eventually.
or just loop it and do something naughty with it. Main vein. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
Yeah.
And somebody approved that building and was like, "Oh, that's okay. That's a good shape."
Yeah, that's what I don't get about this. It's like, I mean, obviously the architect was taking the piss, literally, because I mean, he knew what it looked like. Oh, it's probably.
There's Trini.
No, it would have been a woman. Who
Oh, there goes the neighborhood. Jen's here.
How's it going?
Hey, Jen.
Fine, screw you all.
Hey.
Well,
Hey, I was being nice.
except
How are you
for,
feeling?
Except for
How are you
stool.
feeling, honey? How are you
I'm
feeling?
all right. I'm all right. I'm okay. I'm all right.
So I hear there's some good news then. You got a clean bill of slate and everything, right?
yeah.
Okay, good.
There,
That's
there
a
were
good
just
thing.
some of the symptoms I were having. There was too many of them that were similar to COVID stuff, so they wanted me to come in and
Well, no,
literally
I
the minute
suppose-
they saw me, they said, "Oh, you're not COVID," because my face, it's gone way down already, but it was like out to here. It was all
Oh,
swollen
wow.
and shit.
Well, I suppose it's a good thing to be on the safe side anyway. So.
Yeah. But they didn't give me a COVID test either, so I don't know, but apparently I don't have it.
You turned up a little bit late. We were just looking at Godlord Sewing's big veiny cock.
Wait, how did you get 7
let me
people
see
in
her.
here? Did you pay?
Let me see.
No,
if I
I'm sorry. That's not to scale.
Purple, can you share my screen?
Okay.
I made one in the time that we've been in the chat.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Okay, so do we have
Well,
link
pretty
to the
pictures and
website to go
everything.
to?
Look at that, will you?
I even have links this time. I didn't have links last year. I just have to figure out how to get a non-editable link so that you can share it out, and then and I need to change the time because I'm not sure. I've got it set to my time zone right now.
Why don't you set it to East Coast time?
It is set to East Coast, but it's
just do a screen dump of it.
Huh?
Well, my program is on the right time, so I'm going to assume that the rest of them are. If they're all keyed to the same base.
Yeah, I just used I set the time zone to my time zone, and then I just used the Google the Google Calendar because it was showing my time zones and put them in. Someone needs to get into contact with Hopswatch because Hopswatch says his stream starts at 8 a.m. my time, and it should be starting at 7 a.m. my time.
Up in the corner, it says all times are CST.
Yeah, I have to change it to CST. I'm going to ask Purple. I was supposed to say, Purple, I'm an hour ahead of you, right? So this should be starting at 5 p.m.
God.
Right?
It's so hilarious. Americans and time zones. It just
shut up.
Bits of laughter.
Just because your country is so simple-minded and tiny, like a pimple on the ass of a flea, and only need one time zone.
Who invented the vaccination that you just had today? Fuck you.
I didn't have a vaccination today. And who cured polio? Screw you.
Let's not get into this. Oh, Lord. Let me go get my history book before we start fighting.
Fucking English geeks.
So you're pro Brexit, Jenny, huh?
Yeah, I think you're pro Brexit. They should not only end the association with England. They should like move it about 150, 200 miles further to the northwest. Just maybe 1,000.
Well, then you're going to put it up there with Iceland.
Sure. Oh well. Yeah, that wouldn't be fair to them.
What's gonna happen? They're just gonna put a big. I feel so mean. Just gonna put a big border around the entire island.
An ice wall.
Guarded by giant. Oh, still.
Or mastodons.
No, I've
the
laughed a bit
Brits
too
would
much,
have
so
a
I
real
need to get more
problem with
water.
penguins because they'd be eating all their fish.
No, but they have warships there now to protect their fish.
Yeah, they actually sent out gunboats to keep fishing trawlers away.
Oh.
And send people back to Jamaica too.
Yeah, so if you've got a fishing trawler and you're not flying a British flag, the Navy will chase you away.
All right, I'm gonna be nice.
I'll be nice to Stool now.
Why?
Well, because he laughs at my jokes.
Oh, okay.
He does?
Sometimes.
So wait a minute, Kitty. When you were talking about your calendar, wondering if the times are okay, was that set to Central?
It was set to Eastern at that time.
Okay,
but why does it say in the corner? Why does
because
it
I
say in the
started
corner?
11 a.m. Eastern. Okay,
Because I just copied the template I used last year onto a
still
new
on about this.
document, and I hadn't edited it yet and hadn't made sure the time zones were right per Purple's time zone.
What I have to do is I have to figure out how to use Google Calendar to effect. Because I want to do more stuff this coming year, so I want to make up a calendar with it. Where people go to one-stop shopping. One of those deals. But there's just so much crap I have to learn.
Riemann, do you not find it difficult having to share a screen with these simple folk?
I shine like glitter naturally, so I just smile and sit up properly.
I find everything difficult. What the hell, man?
And he loves sharing a screen with me.
You are so
I'm
beautiful.
sure he does.
So beautiful.
Do you not think he's been on top for long enough now?
And if I was you too, I don't know how much I'd
Hey,
be
problem
doing
is,
any
if you swap
talking
us
with a room
around,
full
I'll
of
have to
people
do
with
it,
hair.
Dave.
Can I
Sorry,
go?
Jimmy.
Purple, can you put me underneath Jen, please?
No, please don't do that.
No, please don't.
No, I'm not going to be a top for him.
Okay.
Not you.
Oh, the
You
other
meant me,
Jen.
but no.
Well, she's flexible.
Not
Problem
you.
is, if you put me on top of Will, I'll have to do a Dave and start bouncing up and down.
Oh boy.
In slow motion. That'll be part of my Christmas Day
Dude,
episode. When
watch.
in the
That's
intro,
so British of
when
you. You like
after
to
we've
watch.
after we've seen Jen's left booby rotating, when she's naked on the beach cooking on the Barbie, we'll then do a slow-mo sequence where she's jogging.
Oh god. I've hit myself in the face before with my tits.
We now know it's cool.
Hey, Jenny, what I want to know is why do you still have an air conditioner in your window?
Because it's too heavy for me to take out.
Oh, okay, that's a good reason.
Yeah, and it's
gotta be a little
and on the
chilly,
outside
though,
of the
right?
building, it's too high off the thing. I cover it with foam and stuff on the outside and
Oh,
stuff.
okay,
It's
fine.
not bad.
Yeah, because I can't do it right now, but earlier today I was looking out the window at the, like 1.5 feet of snow out there, and I'm figuring that that's a lot less than you have. So,
yeah, that's right. You are in that bad area, didn't you? You really got nailed.
Not as
And
badly
not
as
in
some.
a good way.
Oh man, I don't know. We got here in my neighborhood, we got, I think, somewhere between 12 and 16 inches. Binghamton, New York, got 40.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Oh,
think
okay,
12
that's
would
further
still be
east.
fun.
Okay.
16 inches might be more than I could handle.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with that either.
Yeah, it's no. You
I also
look out
talked about snow.
you look out my window, and it's just stacked on top of everything. So I haven't owned a motor vehicle since 1989, and right about now, I'm glad I don't, because trying to drive through this shit, no, I can't. Just can't see myself doing it. I'd be too terrified.
Well, it's going to be in the 40s here tomorrow.
Okay, we have to wait a couple of days before that happens here.
Yeah. We're going to have a brown Christmas. We have virtually no snow here. We had some a couple of days ago. It's melted off again.
I has to look here and to see what we're going to have.
I mean, it's not like it's that warm. Our temperatures are hovering around freezing, but during the day, it's just enough that where the sun hits, everything melts.
I saw what they just
Yeah,
did.
it was beautiful today.
Hey, the dirty
love you,
perverts are
speech.
texting each other. The dirty
Okay,
perverts are texting each other while we're on a stream.
Are you
That's
telling
not
the
allowed.
teacher? You telling the teacher?
Yeah.
Are you
Miss?
passing notes?
Miss,
Man, I
they're
have-
texting each other.
We're not texting each other.
Wow,
We're
you're
looking
bringing
for
me
something.
back. Now you're bringing...
We were both looking for something we talked about 2 weeks ago.
Hey, Purple, I just sent you a picture on Twitter DM.
Oh, you're all doing it
Share
now.
it so everybody can see what a lovely day we had today.
Okay, I'm looking at the National Weather Service here, and prediction is that 3 p.m. tomorrow it should hit 39 degrees Fahrenheit.
Well, that's not bad. It'll start melting a little bit.
I'm just going to get my
little bit.
phone out and pretend to text people.
It's going to be a whopping 66 tomorrow.
Well, that's pretty neat.
Okay.
There you go.
This is where Jenny lives.
That's just a lovely day in our neighborhood.
That's
It's a lovely day in our neighborhood.
Isn't
Yeah,
it? I really think this is an amazing photograph in terms of quality for a phone. That's actually why I wanted to show it. It's just amazing.
Did you pull over when
Technically,
you
not
took
artistically. Huh?
Did you pull over when you took that picture?
No, why would I do that?
Oh, where I
Were you
live.
driving?
Well, yeah. See the road right there?
Yeah, I also see a little dot here that I assume is a reflection off the windshield.
No, that's the second sun. You've seen that. It's usually
Tatooine.
black, but in the winter it gets lighter.
Okay,
Well, and
who
you
is
should
the
be
one
able to calculate the angle of these rays to determine that the sun is actually only about 7 miles away.
Right.
That's true.
who's got the TV on?
Not me.
Somebody's in trouble. Miss, somebody's got the TV on.
Yeah, we were trying to. If you wanted to know what we were doing still, there were a couple of weeks ago after the last stream that we were on with Purple. Yeah, you don't want to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I was talking to Will, and I went to type I love him so much, and it came out I love you, Spooch. My phone corrected so much to Spooch, and I have no idea what a Spooch is. But
Spooch, S-P-O-T-C-H?
UCH, S-P-O-U-C-H. And at the time we thought it was hilarious, but I got sidetracked over the next couple of weeks, so it never came up.
Surely that's pronounced spouch.
Spooch. But it came from so much, so why I said Spooch.
Which, to be honest, does sound like something that the Riemann would wear.
It sounds something sexual, doesn't it? It really does sound sexual.
I can imagine him walking around on the beach wearing his spouch.
Proudly, only with two socks and my spouch on. Only.
Spouch.
Two socks to the knees and my spouch on. Spouch.
It kind of sounds like the sound that I make if I just got out of the bath and I sit spread eagle on Dave's ball.
Problem is, Jen, if you did that, you'd never be able to unattach yourself from it.
Vacuum pressure.
Yeah, poor Dave only has one ball.
But it's big really and big. Round and bouncy.
This was
weird.
But
from what I understand, it's also very blue.
Yeah, he's got blue ball.
This was weird, but you've now managed somehow to bring Dave's ball into the conversation.
Jenny's fault. She started it.
All right, I'm going to stop looking for pictures of my neighborhood.
I have a thing for Dave's ball.
You've got lots more pictures of me there than your neighborhood, so just look at them.
Oh, hey, Riemann.
Share those.
Riemann, yeah, exactly. Riemann, hey, look at me in the eye, Riemann. Stop texting her. Look at me.
He's not texting me.
Please, miss. This is really rude.
No, I'm sorry. I have neglected my duties. How you doing?
How you doing? No, fuck you. Listen.
That's my job.
I don't like this. Listen, I'm British. Don't be rude. When you've got guests, you talk to them.
A month ago,
you don't sit texting at the table, young man.
I'm looking for a picture of my beautiful neighborhood, and I have too many of them. All right, I'll pick one.
Stool, are you wearing Argyle socks? Or houndstooth anything?
I don't know where this is going.
Yeah, that did sound a little dirty.
I don't either, but I'll allow it.
Picture.
Oh, Pirate Kitty, did you want to share this picture?
What?
I just saw you had a picture up. Were you trying to share this?
Oh no. That was my
Okay.
That was when I was trying to share
the TV on.
No.
Whoever's got the TV on, can you shut the damn thing off? It's really annoying. It's not even a funny show.
I hear it. I don't know who it's coming from.
Wow, I post too much crap.
Well, here, let me prove that it's not me.
Give me a half a second.
No.
Do you know I take really terrible
Time's
pictures
up.
of my neighborhood? I take really terrible pictures of my neighborhood.
I don't take any pictures of anything.
He keeps saying neighborhood a lot, many times. Is this one of his?
Yeah,
is this your pet name for his thing?
I keep seeing those things on Twitter that it says post the 10th picture in your camera roll, and it's like there aren't 10 pictures in my phone.
Mine are all of clothes and no one cares but me.
Okay, kids, is this any better? My laptop is running back in the bedroom.
It's gone now, yeah.
Yep.
That was me then. Sorry about that. It's off now.
That's my
Perp,
point. I just
sent you
you know,
3 more
I don't
pictures.
think there's anything I have that anybody'd want to see pictures of.
I like clouds apparently too.
Perp, I just sent you 3 more pictures you can share.
Man, pot is legal in California. I take some.
Oh, we're live. Oh, I forgot that.
Yep. Yeah, Doorknob Head, I'll be counting on you for heckling people throughout Christmas Day.
Heckling them.
Yep.
Doorknob's too lovely to do that.
Okay, so Jenny, are there pictures I'm supposed to share or not supposed to share?
Yeah, sure, you can share those. They're all G.
I don't want to see any
Just
pictures
after
of
you had
Reeman's
sent them, then you
neighborhood.
said that, we're live, so I was kind of wondering.
No, I would never do anything questionable.
Yes, you would.
I've heard that before.
Don't lie.
But I was behind bars at that time, so
we
different.
can't Tovine.
As a matter of fact, no. No, they send us to separate prisons.
Oh,
that's right. But I thought he was low. I thought he was.
Well, he has no balls.
God,
that's true.
No, yeah, I know he's got balls, but don't they have in the US prisons which have both men and women in them, like low security ones? Oh, really?
No. Yeah, they're all separated.
Yeah, not even like county. They're so separated.
Wow. Because over here, some of the lower
the
they've
holding
got
rooms
prison
in a police station are separate.
Wow,
Yeah,
they've got prison farms in Australia. That sounds dreadful, doesn't it? We just farm prisons.
Doesn't that look like a lovely book you should get your daughter for Christmas?
It looks like one of the books that would be on Sloth Girl's Amazon wish list.
Yes. So
this last one
is
what's his name? Milo.
Okay, I have something to say about this guy.
When he heard that Trump lost.
If I ever saw this guy, I would call him out. He helped Trump get elected. He told lies. He might as well put it on the side of a bus like another country. But he was just telling lies. He literally helped Trump get elected.
Well, apparently he's all upset that Trump
He's
didn't win again.
Awful human being.
Well, the electorate in the U.S. doesn't need any help to do stupid shit.
That's for sure.
Hey, Aunt Jer.
How's
Hey,
it
Aunt
going?
Jer.
And Animal Science.
Hey, Jer.
Hey, Animal Science. I think this is the first visit to my chats.
Yeah.
Run away! It's a trap.
Now
Run away.
there's somebody in a different continent.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Animal Science.
Oh, what continent?
Yeah, he had me on his show a couple of weeks ago discussing murder hornets and wasps.
Awesome.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Asia.
He's in Asia, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot for a moment there. And notice I didn't say Vietnam because I knew we were talking about continents. Just like, those people who talk about countries and mention Africa.
I heard someone say that today.
Yeah.
That is just so ignorant. It makes me so mad when people say that.
They shall remain nameless, but I heard someone say that today.
Yeah.
And actually, to go back to Pirate Kitty's earlier question, yes, I do have the paid version now. That over Thanksgiving weekend, they ran a sale on it, so I was able to get a full year for $100.
Wow.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah.
Can now have 10 people at a time in here. So there's still seats open if anybody else wants to come in.
How long ago
I have
post this picture?
I have a ton of ideas now for the stream. I did. I went a little overboard on patches. My junk shopping. I went a little overboard. So I'm prepared this year.
On patches?
Yeah, I'm passionate about something. I give a shit, and I'm excited.
On patches?
Yeah,
Hey guys, I put a link to the Google Doc in the chat. Can somebody check it and make sure you can't edit anything?
What in the in the message thing
Christmas.
for this channel?
Yeah, for the chat for the Christmas.
Oh, for the Christmas thing. Okay, fine.
Oh, you're still doing the Google
I'm
thing.
opening it now.
You're trying, Stu. You're trying. I'll give you the A for effort. You're still snitching, but you're trying.
Still on the Google thing, kids. Blimey.
Well, yeah, considering that I was told you were doing it and now it's not done, so I got to do it.
I'd have done it in like 5 minutes, but you guys don't understand time zones. It's just a waste of time. And you also don't understand Google, for fuck's sake. What is wrong with you kids?
How long have you been saying that we don't understand time zones? Like 10 hours? 14 hours?
He doesn't know he can't handle time zones.
Okay.
3 in metric.
Yeah, Kitty, it looks like it's safe.
Yeah,
When
it's
I try
looking
to do
good.
the edit, it'll only give me copy or find and replace. Everything else is grayed out.
Okay.
So it won't let me delete anything or anything like that.
Well, why don't you try to see if you can find and replace something? That'd be a pretty volatile one to leave open.
Nope, it won't let me do that either. It'll only let me put something in the find. It won't let me put anything in the replace field.
Excellent.
I had to create 2 cells and because I couldn't figure out how to get 2 links, 2 pictures in the same thing. So I took 2 cells and split them in half so that I could put 2 images in the same period.
Yep.
Aunt Jerry wants to know how many layers you're wearing, Stool.
What do this sounds like the run up to a joke, but it's a serious question. What do Australians call Tipex? What is the brand name for it?
You mean
As in the white
Tampax?
Tipex, as in the white liquid that you put onto documents to.
Whiteout.
Okay. Pirate Kitty,
It's whiteout.
Mm-hmm.
you're missing one.
Talking
Who?
about menstrual aids.
Well,
Liquid
the last
paper.
one, right after Dallas, I've got another stream
Cover
for a
up.
wrap up.
Oh,
Liquid
that's
paper.
right. I thought that was something. There was something weird going on there.
Yeah.
Okay, I can get that in there in just a couple minutes.
I make a lot
Yep.
of mistakes. And I have a typewriter.
I need an answer to my question. It's important.
I gave you the answer. We call it.
I couldn't
liquid
hear you
paper.
because they all spoke over you.
It would be
They're all
important,
bastards.
except that you're asking, so.
Still can't
liquid
hear the answer.
paper. That's what we
Liquid
call it.
paper, thank
And
you.
here it's called whiteout.
I'm doing some science, so
And it was invented by Michael Nesmith's mother.
if we can get some liquid paper for the Australian, what I need you to do, would you be able to paint with liquid paper the continent of Australia onto your left bosom?
I'd have to put Tasmania on the right.
Still,
No,
Listen,
could
I'm
that be
putting
the
a
nipple?
lot of work into this.
Oh no! I just have to
Christmas
stand up and you can see Tasmania. Sorry.
lovely place. Lovely place. I've seen Tasmania.
Um,
Where would
Trees
you
come
put
from a
New
land down
Zealand?
under.
He comes in a land down under. All right, this has gotten bad. Can we move
okay,
topic?
Pirate Kitty,
He comes in a land from down
And
under.
down under, yeah. That's what it said.
there's another one you're missing. In between me and Hopswatch should be Nacha.
No,
he
it's
is.
there,
That's
isn't it?
on the top. He's at the top one.
I had an electric typewriter, Sloth Girl. As in the 90s, I had one. I used to
Oh,
book reports.
okay. I wasn't seeing it letting me scroll over. That's all. Okay. Yeah, it had just put off the edge of my screen, so I wasn't seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it when the IBM Selector
Hello,
came out with that
Edmund.
without that came with that backspace erase key.
I had one of those. I had one of those.
That was neat.
You missed a good show and tell last night, Stalk.
Oh.
I was showing not that bit of it.
Don't get him started.
I was showing Will all my toys.
Oh, we've all seen your toys. That's just old news.
You've seen a toy.
I've moved on from that. That's just yesterday. So what I'm thinking now, if we can get your left bosom to stand up, and we do the whiteout thing to draw the continent of Australia, and if we can get it to rotate at a very slow pace,
my tit will fall off.
Does it unscrew?
No, it doesn't.
You're a freak. But if we can do that, this would be perfect for my Christmas show. I need a tit.
Well, you've got two.
With Australia on it. What you want is the globe, and then I'll just slowly turn, and it looks like the old news thing on the BBC where they had the rotating globe, rotating tit.
The rotating tit.
The rotating.
I think that's going to be the. I'm going to rechristen my chat show that. The rotating tit.
Okay,
well, actually, all you need is a bit of footage of a of a breast rotating, and then we loop it so that it looks like it continually rotates around, which is kind of weird, but who cares?
There you go. Purple. Take a look again.
So you're going to put a loop around the tit.
We loop a tit.
This is what happens every time these people talk about Google. I'm just going to talk about bosoms.
It could get painful.
Yeah, but you're not talking about bosoms in general. You're talking about my bosoms, particularly my left tit for some reason.
Okay, and I updated the calendar now, so I've got.
What's wrong with my right tit's perfectly fine, you know.
Oh, that's right. You said you had a saggy one, didn't you?
Didn't have link right.
Sorry, what was that, Jen?
You said you had a saggy one, right?
I have a saggy one.
I think back to the interesting part. All right.
One hits the waist and the other hits your knee.
There's a picture of traffic.
They're not that saggy, and I'm old like you.
Watch this now. Watch when Riemann hits enter. Watch Jenny look down at her phone.
I actually posted a really random picture of traffic.
He's sending her pictures of his neighborhood again.
Oh,
I've seen pictures of his neighborhood. Hey, you want pictures of your neighborhood? I've got the pictures of your neighborhood.
She's looking for skyscrapers.
Yeah, you know, he's actually seen more of my body than I have of his.
Okay.
It's colder there, and he's got a son who walks in and out.
Just kind of a formatting thing. Would it be possible for you to, rearrange them so it's only 4 blocks across? So then it would show everything without having to scroll right.
So what you want? You want me to get some footage of this one, right?
Yeah, I could do that. It'll just take a couple minutes.
No,
okay, sorry, I don't mean to be a pain, but
it's okay.
So it would all show.
My left, not your left.
Oh, so this one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The good one.
Okay. Yeah. They're both good. What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh. Hey, Randolph.
It's for Christmas.
Hey! It's Randolph, the Canadian atheist.
All right,
I don't want the rubbish.
Thanks for remembering.
Day.
We're talking about tits.
Yeah, I was just thinking, what have I just walked in on here?
Oh, hold on. I gotta go.
Play with your neighborhood. Mm-hmm.
No, I need to go.
Oh no, that's a new line.
Give me a quick second.
Yeah,
Time's up.
Oh, hang on. No.
No, my son is in the chat. I need to go tell him to go to bed.
Ah!
Oh, that's not good.
Hello, son. What's his son's name?
Oh, let's all behave now. Let's all be grown-ups.
That's great that he's in the chat.
No, it's not. Let's all behave.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody wants their kids in our chat.
Isaiah's cool. Don't stress about
No,
Isaiah.
nobody said anything bad
Or
here
I'm not
yet.
worried.
Yeah, and Isaiah's seen me. Isaiah's walked in and his dad whilst I've been sitting here naked trying to get cold. So,
Well, my youngest people try
I
to
mean,
troll
granted,
her.
he couldn't see anything. I'm sitting here naked. He
Yeah.
can't see. But
Well, sometimes people try to troll my youngest online, and I feel sorry for them afterwards. She knows how to deal with them.
My kid gets kicked out of servers because he says horrible things on his PS4.
Oh, yeah.
Has he gone now?
your kid is fine.
Riemann, has he gone now?
Sounds like a delinquent to me.
I'm a hover parent, so I'm always like,
I can't continue this thought, and if he's still here, I've got to be a good boy.
You don't. He knows more bad words than you can probably think of.
How is a hoverboard? How is a hoverboat parent different than a helicopter parent? Or did I not hear you right?
I don't know how.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Oh.
My son has autism, so I have to let him grow up. It's no different than any parent. I still look at him like he's a little kid, and he's 11. He does his own thing,
Well, when you're 11, you still are kind of a kid.
Yeah, but
I'm thinking I should probably
like do chores, earn incentives. There's cooler stuff when you're 11,
Well, that's true.
Well,
I'm thinking
Jenny,
I
I'm
should
sure
probably CGI the candle, shouldn't I?
Jenny, I suspect you're probably well aware that some people are still kids in their 40s and 50s.
Children.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good synonym.
I'm a big kid.
Put those claws away, will you? Put those away. You.
Oh, claws. I thought you said cars. I was going, your cat's playing with dinky cars?
And she just loves to bring those claws out and
And complain bitterly, apparently.
Use your leg as a spelling post.
absolutely. It's amazing what she's done to the chair that I received as a birthday gift 6 months ago. It's like, God.
Doesn't take them long.
Talking of that my daughter's dog chewed a big chunk off one of the armrests on my nice comfy chair.
Oops. Got it. Got
Yeah.
it. Got it. Yes.
What have you got?
Now?
It's gonna be something horrible that you put on Twitter.
Okay, Purple, can you relook at the link and tell me if that's more acceptable for you? You troublemaker.
Still doing the Google thing.
I'm just
Isaiah,
kidding.
I love you, buddy. You're a good kid.
Oh, look how pretty.
When I was a kid, we had problem with cats scratching the furniture without scratching post. They didn't use it all that much. They preferred the furniture. Then I came up with the bright idea of sticking some catnip under the carpet on the scratching post. The cats loved the scratching post after that, but it didn't. It took them about a week or two to tear it to shreds. The scratching post.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking for their drug.
Yep, they found them because there were no drugs to be found after it was open. Oh, what are we looking at here? Oh, scratch pad. Is that cardboard?
Purple. Refresh link, please.
Looks like cardboard. No.
No eating on stream.
Yeah,
It's ice
Miss.
cream. It's okay. It's okay. It's ice cream.
Miss is eating.
Especially ice cream.
Now I want ice
Yeah,
cream.
only if I get
see? Now we're all going to leave and go get ice cream and leave Purple in the lurch.
Oh, I'll stick around.
I need a Pepsi. That's what I need.
I miss ice cream. I can't eat ice cream anymore.
Yep, it looks good,
about
Kitty.
that.
I need to get
Okay.
like
I didn't realize I was muted there.
Oh, no problem.
And I got a note from Hops that he's adjusting the time of his stream to fit what was in the calendar.
Yep, I see it already on the. He's already adjusted it. I can see it.
Okay.
This is the most. Oh God! It's a calendar. Come on.
No,
It's not difficult.
Trying to get
he was readjusting his stream time on YouTube because he had it scheduled for an hour later than it should have been.
Oh.
Yeah, we had the start time wasn't matching. So we're all good now.
Switch to peanut butter for dessert. After the ice cream.
Oh, yeah, Sloth Girl has a tip for keeping cat from scratching chair.
Yeah, I've got the sticky tape. I just has to install it.
That actually works, eh?
Well, it does because they hate the sticky residue on their paws, so they'll leave it alone.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I might have to try it on the top of the aquarium as well, because more than once I've come in here and all of a sudden there's this streak of cat running away from the top of the aquarium. It's like, not again, you little piece of...
Literally going fishing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's already taken 2 of the platies out of there.
Nice.
I found one on the carpet near the kitchen, which is on the other end of the living room, by the way, from the aquarium. But I didn't find the second one. I don't know if she ate it or what the hell.
It sounds like it was fully digested.
Okay, then.
Does she have a cat bank?
Have a what?
A cat bank? A place in the house where the cat takes all the stuff it stole and keeps it all in one spot.
If she has it, I haven't found it yet.
I'm guessing that she was sharing, that she got 2 of them, so she ate one and left one for you.
Okay.
None of my cats or family cats have ever done that, stealing items and banking them somewhere. That's a new one to me.
Oh my God. Sylvia's a little thief.
Yeah, my cat Tasha used to stockpile things. We wouldn't find them until we moved the couch to vacuum. But this is also why I will not believe that cats are colorblind. Because she had a fetish for red things. She would take all the red game parts from a huge pile of Lego. She would pick out red pieces and leave everything else.
The way I understand it, kitties do have limited color vision.
Dogs do too, by the way.
She definitely had a thing about only taking red pieces. I couldn't leave Axis and Allies set up. The Russian infantry kept disappearing if I left the room.
Oh, Lord. Okay, yeah. Oh, my.
So there's a migrant day is the topic. So is a migrant day in the U.S. or is this an international thing?
It was an international thing, but I went and changed the title of the stream anyway.
Oh, okay.
We never got to that, so
I could go off about
at the top.
I could go off about migration in America, at least for my lineage.
Aunt Drew is saying that the sticky tape didn't really help with her.
Okay, then.
I guess you need to change it like flypaper sometimes.
Yep. Kitty's going for sushi. The kitty likes the fishy.
Yeah, I knew someone would say that.
Hey, Doorknob Head's all dressed up for Christmas. That's fantastic. I like that. He's even got the pitchfork there. He's the perfect Santa.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. I've got to go.
Oh, okay, Kitty.
Yeah, I just came on to try and get that picture done thing. And
is there a link? Is there a link to get that?
Yeah, it's in the chat for the Christmas relay.
Why don't you drop it in the side chat here then, so anybody can copy it?
Yeah, okay. Let me go find it again because I just closed the window.
Let's try to make a push for everybody to put it out there as much as you can this weekend, so that when the day comes, everyone will know where to go.
Put the links in Twitter private groups, and I'll share it around too.
Yeah, it's in the.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna. No, it's okay. I'll ask after you guys are done. I have a question for Ben.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm waiting for links from a few people.
Yeah,
You know,
you'll
so
get
hopefully
mine
by
over
tomorrow
weekend.
afternoon I can fill those in.
So our time, is that like 3 o'clock in the morning my time?
No, it's the afternoon for you.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
Well, early in the morning for me, but that's fine.
Yeah, I think
Stop
she's
crumbling the
like 15
paper.
hours ahead of us.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay,
Bye.
thank
Take
you.
care.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Good to talk with you.
See you around.
Moo.
Bye bye, Kitty.
Yeah, and Sloth Girl is reminding me I can't run too late tonight because I've got to drive tomorrow to go pick up her son.
Oh, fun.
But I told him I wouldn't be there until the afternoon, so
What
I don't have to get up real early.
doesn't the kid have a thumb?
Oh, I haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah, somehow I doubt many people will stop to pick up a stranger during the pandemic.
My dad used to always say, I hope you're wearing comfortable shoes.
It's going to
You know,
be part
if you
2
meet
of the Minnesota Trail.
Sloth Girl, you know I'm just kidding, right?
It's love. I was raised by a Vietnam veteran. He would always say harsh things like, hope you're wearing comfortable shoes.
Well, that's not harsh.
I'm quite disgusted. You know,
That's the
I got really annoyed when Jenny did the polio thing. Disgusted. Absolutely disgusted.
Fucking disgusted.
What polio thing?
That thing that made me cry with laughter, you bastard.
I don't remember any polio thing.
This is going to be such a disaster on Christmas Day. Jenny 1 can't remember fuck all. Jenny 2's from Australia, which doesn't exist. Reeman's smoking his pipe and what the fuck. And Purple can't do calendars. It's not going to work.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, mostly.
Well, I'm going to be there on the 26th, no matter what. Okay.
Yeah. It's not going to work, just like it didn't work last year.
Yeah.
I'll be there in January.
January.
What have you done, Saul?
Yikes.
What did you send me?
Something.
Oh! Oh, yeah. No, that's brilliant.
Do you reckon?
Was that another dick pic?
No.
Hey,
I reckon we could do something with that. Yeah.
Put a plug in him.
Spray paint.
You don't want people to know what you're thinking, do you?
Sounds awful.
You see, you thought I was being pervy, but I was being artistic.
He was, actually. However, your artistic thing will look at
said Robert Mapplethorpe.
What are you doing?
Be careful, there could be a hidden image in that art.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, I think my son's still watching, so I don't want to say too much of what I got for Christmas. But I'm excited.
Oh my.
Yeah, you'd also better get that elf off the shelf.
We don't do that.
Fucking elf off the shelf.
We don't do that in this house at all.
I don't see how that tradition took hold.
Facebook and people copying each other. Human beings, we're amazing lemmings. And we follow each other.
Elf on the shelf. What a stupid fucking idea.
I refuse to have an elf on the shelf in my house. That's probably the one thing I don't own is the elf on the shelf.
Yeah, bloody little snitch. Who needs them?
Exactly.
Let me see if I have my.
Of course, I don't really like the whole Santa thing myself. I know that's unpopular even with the atheists that I should just go along with it, but. Oh, hey, Dick.
You know, there was a certain point where my son was like, "Oh, is Santa like, I don't believe in Santa," and I said, "Okay," and it just kind of was never, we never talked about it after that. makes Christmas easier when they can speak to you directly and be like, "Hey, I want this and this."
So I just looked up Elf on the Shelf in Google, and it looks like there's people selling it. It's some kind of gimmicky thing. How did it fail? Oh, okay.
It's just one of those Facebook things that caught on, and people put them in their house. It's just a creepy Elf on the Shelf that just people,
I've got so many tabs open right now because I'm kind of multitasking. I get bored with all the Google Calendar talk because it's fucking boring. And I just noticed that somebody in side chat, probably about 6 hours ago, noted that Mike Nesmith from the Monkees invented liquid paper.
Yeah, I had even highlighted that on the screen.
I said that.
Actually, it wasn't him. It was his mother. Worked for 3M.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love that stuff coming from 3M. The liquid paper tape that you get that you can roll onto a page instead of wiping it with the thing. That's the 3M product.
Hey, that's one of my celebrity contacts. He bought a Lego set from me.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, really?
I sent a Lego set to Mike Nesmith. Yep.
Hello to Dick Dawson in the chat.
Was it a Lego set of the Monkey Mobile?
No, they haven't made that one yet. I'm sure there's mocks out there if you search the internet, though.
3M makes this one product that I will go to my grave thinking it's the most incredible thing they've ever invented. I don't know how to even describe it. Well, the intended use of it is that it's an electrical insulator to keep moisture out of an electrical connection. And it comes in a box in a roll with a sticky backing and release paper on it, and then you cut off what you need. And the other side that's not with the sticky paper is a plastic, soft plastic covering that's very flexible. So you peel off the the release paper, the self-stick paper, and you take the stuff and you wrap it around whatever you're going to insulate. Now, we've all seen products similar to that, like tape and different things that are supposed to cover up or seal up stuff, and they kind of work. They're half-assed. 3M is just a miracle maker. And this stuff, when you fold it together, it bonds to itself so well that you cannot even see where the two separate pieces were. And you can never, ever separate it. It will never, ever separate from that point. You may be able to tear it somewhere else eventually, but it will not separate from where you adhered it together. And I know I'm the only one on the planet who's excited about that, but it's just really, really neat stuff.
No, 3M, they make awesome stuff. I have a plastic pipe bender. It's basically it's a big sheet. It heats up, and you put it over PVC pipe, and you can bend it in any direction. So
This is a real thing. They put $1 million in glass that they created, security glass, and they put a challenge out to the public. If you can break the glass, you can keep all the money.
What's stopping someone from just taking the whole thing?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it looks like a hacksaw would do the job.
I have tow chain and a giant truck.
Well, apparently
it's
nobody
stuck
was
to the
able to
floor
break it.
with that stuff that Jen was talking about.
Apparently nobody was able to break it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Where
someone
was
even
that?
crashed into it with their truck or something, and nothing happened.
I would be that dummy. I would have done that.
Well, that was you. Okay.
I would have done something extremely rash.
Good for you for trying, right? Just make sure there's no pedestrians there when you crash into it. Hit your horn. I'm going to knock this thing silly. Everybody steps aside.
Amazing what you can do when you own your vehicle. You can do all kinds of stupid things when you own your car.
Mhm. Yeah, I want my vehicle to last, so I try not to do the stupid things with it.
I'm actually crying over a 1988 monster truck that I'm gonna have to get rid of. That it's
wow.
It's been in my family since 1988, but I have to get rid of it.
Why don't you convert it to electrical?
I pumped so much into it, it's not worth it anymore.
Convert it to electrical. You'll get a motor instead.
I want to sell it.
Stop that.
No, I'm going to sell it to. I'm going to sell it to a savant while there's still that niche market for it. Somebody who wants to, turn it into something they can take out into the desert or something.
Oh yeah, got some good use.
Huge truck, and it has value. So,
Is it big? Is it big like a Suburban? I've got the extended Suburban.
It's 26 feet long.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I have a 2002 Ford F-150, and it's only 16 or 17 feet long.
Yeah.
So it's a big
those
difference.
F-Series trucks are popular.
Hey, Doc.
Hello, Doc.
Hello.
Hi, Doc.
Hello.
What'll be happening, kids?
ECMO.
We're talking trucks at the moment.
Oh, my favorite subject.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
I will be back. I need a drink.
It's gonna be really sad when I get rid of the truck. Actually,
You said it's a 1988
we had
truck,
a,
right?
we had a truck like that in our family too. My uncle Ed bought it brand new in 1962. It was a 62 GMC pickup, sky blue, light blue in color, and it had a camper top, which in the early 60s were made out of steel, very heavy. It's before they'd learned anything about how to build those things lightweight. But it got passed on through the family. One of my brothers owned it for a while. I owned it for a while. At least 4 or 5 other relatives owned it for a while. And when it was finally retired in 1978, which really isn't all that old, but that thing had been across the country like 20 something times, 25, 26 times. It had like 400,000, 500,000 miles on it, and it was just a neat old truck.
wow.
Fuck. Google trucks. Oh god.
I'm getting rid of both of my trucks because I'm over it. I'm over having giant useless vehicles. I've pumped too much money into it. It's just they're not returning their value anymore. And especially this year, just because they've been sitting in front of my house, it's just created more problems. Because I'm doing the proper thing and I'm actually quarantining and staying home. Being responsible.
Oh, what you got there? That looks refreshing. What is it?
Pepsi.
Ooh.
Yeah, I use my truck for my work, so I kind of need it.
I'm not divulging. I have a third vehicle. So that's why I'm so willing to get rid of these.
Which apparently he's going to put in the shipping crate and bring to Australia.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Are you moving to Australia?
Yeah, when America gets their stuff together and I can take the vaccine and leave. When people aren't scared of Americans anymore.
The ones who get vaccinated anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you ever been to Australia?
No, it's the one place I haven't been.
I'll tell you one thing.
Have you ever been to Australia?
Absolutely, definitely.
You
I
have.
yeah.
Where? Where'd you go?
When? That's
Where?
Everywhere.
Oh, you went for a tour around.
Let me see.
Yeah.
I was only there, I think, on the Australia land, which still doesn't exist. By the who's got the fucking echo? Who is that?
It started when Doc came on. Let me see if I can do anything to.
You know what? I love my voice, but that's annoying me.
I think Doc Fearsome just muted himself, and now the echo's gone.
Yeah,
Oh, Doc, Doc, you're
okay.
a bad boy, Doc.
God bless it.
Hey, what's your name? Stool. I just learned something really, really wonderful.
Here we go.
You are 12,900 kilometers away from me. Isn't that lovely?
The wonderful thing is, you haven't got a clue what a kilometre is.
Really? Is that so?
I was about to.
Yeah, I would make that challenge with Jenny because she probably can tell you the conversion rate off the top of her head.
I'm pretty sure Jenny knows.
I'm regretting it already.
Don't bother. I won't torture you with your silliness, your impetuosity, your inability to control your mouth.
I am hearing the echo again, though.
Yeah, we're going to have to give Doc a good spanking.
1.6.
I don't know what to do about it. I'm on a phone, so.
Siri, how far?
You're going right, I tell you what.
I was just wondering if it was still happening when Doc was muted.
What I did to continue this conversation before Doc so rudely interrupted with his naughty echo shenanigans, I had to go to mainland Australia, which doesn't exist, for about a week.
Allegedly.
For about a 3-week honeymoon thing. You know, that's that thing when you get married and all that shit. And we did 1 week on Australia mainland. So we did like the sexy places. And Sydney.
So you climbed up Ayers Rock and you did.
Yeah, I did all that naked. Whatever.
He was a cock in a frock on a rock.
What the what?
I showed
Priscilla
everybody
Queen
in
of
the
the
neighborhood.
Desert reference, that is.
Wow, I have not seen that movie in a long time.
And I've got to admit, up until about what year we're now, 2020. Up until about 10 years ago, my favourite place on the planet was Sydney, Australia. I absolutely adored it. I know you won't because, yeah, whatever. To you, it's
I'm
just
on the
there.
good side of Australia. That's why.
But I love that place. It was just so.
I tell you what, it'd have to be better than Melbourne. Melbourne's a fucking dunghole.
You know, the
That's
biggest
a commercial right there. You just sold it.
The biggest shithole that we went to over there was actually Bondi Beach. What a fucking piece
It's
of
a piece
crap.
of shit, isn't it?
I heard that beach has that the water is a very special blue color. Is that true?
I was actually watching videos about this the other day.
Awesome. That's brilliant.
Wild parrots in Australia are learning to swear. Escape pets have been teaching them.
That's funny.
Of course they have.
Well, it's typical.
The original point of where I was going with this, which I temporarily forgot about, was, have you been to Australia? Yeah. No, I haven't. Well, I'll tell you something. Those fuckers from that imaginary country, they're really picky about who they let in and out. They touch my didgeridoo. I'm not kidding. And they fingered the bastard.
I'll do the helicopter while doing handstands if they let me in the country. So it's negotiable.
Worst place depends what you mean by worst place, aren't you? I mean, if you're talking about from the point of view of the people who live there are being assholes, I wouldn't live anywhere near Cronulla because that's a fucking piece of shit. We had riots in Cronulla. Australia had fucking riots.
Is that where all the
and they were race riots too. They were race riots.
Where were all the anti-maskers?
Oh, that was in Sydney as well.
Wow.
I saw a great meme online.
I was gonna.
It said if you don't need a mask because God will protect you, why do you need a gun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Sloth Girl had posted that to the group.
I like that one.
I do too. That's awesome. It's true though. I still can't believe that. I live in a country where someone said I'm protected by the blood of Jesus. I live on the same side of the road as this person. I was so embarrassed for my entire country when I heard that. I'm still embarrassed.
Maybe Jesus' blood has extra iron in it, and if you paste your body in it and it congeals, it's like having Iron Man. So
yeah, it sounds good, but nothing good ever came from having too much iron in your blood. Oh, yikes. Yikes. It scares me how far down the ladder we've gone with people believing stuff in America. It's scary.
It's not just America. That's the sad thing. I mean, we're used to you lot being absolute dicks, but now it's spread. And
I know in your country they just put it on the side of a bus and everybody believes it.
What's even worse is your lot are funding dipshits in other countries.
Three-pronged plugs.
yeah, they won't get this.
Don't even get me started on the UK.
I mean,
I will go off for 3 hours on.
The American government should just get over themselves and label the Heritage Foundation a hate group, because that's what they are.
They shouldn't let them out of the. I don't know how they've been allowed to grow this much and influence people.
Oh, it's ridiculous. They've got so much influence in America and in other countries. I mean, look at the crap they're funding in the UK. It's ridiculous.
Blatant though. It's blatant.
It is.
They bring TERFs. They brought TERFs to Washington D.C., took pictures, and sent them back to the UK at the actual Heritage Foundation.
I know it's.
Just to give you a little bit of grown-up news, real-life news. I don't know if you're aware of this, but in the UK, UNICEF, for the first time ever, had to supply food to the UK for children who are starving. That's a real thing that's happening.
I saw that yesterday.
Oh, that's creepy as fuck.
I don't like Elf on the Shelf. I do not like those things.
No, I don't at all.
That would be in the trash at my house.
They are creepy little shits, aren't they? They are so. I mean, they're the kind of things that it'll almost make you want to go crazy. Line them up on the lawn and run them over with a lawnmower.
They're the kind of thing that a sadistic roommate would do, moving them around each night to creep you out.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I couldn't have a roommate like that. I'm too confrontational to have a roommate like that. I would stop them. I would cut them off at the pass immediately.
Aren't you banned from having roommates because you're on some kind of list?
No,
you remember?
I own a home.
You remember the last time you had a roommate?
I have to have roommates.
Last time you had a roommate and you kept walking around in your sleep, showing him your neighborhood.
No, that's the reason why the UPS guys ring the doorbell and run, though, because I will answer the door stark naked.
I wonder if I'm allowed to sing that song.
You only do that to Jehovah's Witnesses.
I do that to them too, but they're. You know what though? I'll tell you,
You got to answer correctly though. You got to answer and go, "What the fuck do you want?"
They've changed. They have dirty tactics. They bring other people with them now. They'll come 15, 20 people on my block. I just don't answer my door.
Wow.
Oh, I found a solution to that. When I was pagan, for Yule, I put a 5-foot lighted pentacle on the side of the house. We never heard from the Jehovah's Witnesses again, so I guess they really do ward off evil.
You know, I would. Most of my neighborhood are Trumpers, and none of them put up signs. So this year, I'm gonna respect them and not put anything crazy on my front lawn.
Oh my gosh!
You were talking about doing mean things to people before. You know, Steve and Stacey, occasionally when I'm visiting their place, appear in the background when I'm on streams. They used to have a lodger who had chronic OCD, and he used to organize his book collections by the date the books were published. And he pissed them off one day, so they went in and rearranged his books by color. So they were still in a fucking order. So his OCD was okay with that, but his OCD was not okay with the fact that people had gone in and rearranged all his books. They really fucked with him.
Since when is OCD not chronic?
Well, that's true, but no, this guy is particularly bad. Yeah. He built himself a tiny house. I say tiny house. I mean, it's still 2-bedroom, but it's a very small house. He did it on the cheap because he's cheap. And we went and saw him, and he goes, mind the mess. It's a bit untidy. Walked in the house, is fucking spotless. There was not a single thing out of line. And we're walking around the house and goes, I'll show you my I'll show you my laundry closet. So, but be aware, it's untidy. He opens it up. Everything is stacked in its own particular place. He goes, I'm sorry, I've just got to sort it. And he picks up one towel and shifts it 2 inches to the left. That's so much better. That's how OCD is.
The ones who are really bad is when they insist that it should be CDO because it has to be in alphabetical order.
Oh boy, yeah, that's a good one. That's a very good one. I heard this woman who cut the hole in her mask contracted COVID-19. I don't know if that's true though.
Gee, wonder how that happened.
I don't know if that's just a rumor though.
You know, I'm not saying I don't feel sorry for those people, but I was at the gas station last Saturday. I was wearing my mask, and everybody was looking at me like I was doing something wrong.
Yeah, so, what is wrong with people?
People have lost their day, and where I live, COVID's out of control.
So were you wearing a ski mask?
No, I had my cowboy hat on. I had my mask, but I go full hazmat. I wear gloves. I'm not messing around. I am not messing around.
I don't really get the look. I wear my cowboy hat at the gas station just the other day, and mask and everything, and nobody was looking at me.
You know what? I'll tell you. Around here, I'm what the people pretend to be, because I work on a ranch. So I do get looks, but it's more or less. This was people who were blatantly not wearing masks, and they had a child with them too. And I just looked at them like, you guys are nuts. You're nuts. You could tell all the people. You could tell all the people from my town because they all had masks on. But you know, the gas station is by a major freeway, so it's anybody could show up. It's bad. It's bad here in LA, and this time around, no one is observing the lockdown. I went to the store.
The Riemann broke the rules. Purple, you just managed to do a stream for 1 hour 45 minutes, and the T word wasn't mentioned once.
What's the T word?
He just said it.
Yeah, that has to be a new record.
That's a record.
They told me that at our local store that a mask and gloves were enough to wear, and it turns out everybody else there was wearing clothes.
We're seeing that there's some small groups of anti-maskers here in Canada too. It's ridiculous, and the correlation we're seeing is that where there's more anti-maskers, there's also more spread of coronavirus.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Not surprising at all.
And where I live, you know, there's massive amounts of people, and so they're going to spread the virus. It's just simple math at this point, you know.
Something that I found interesting / funny, and I mentioned this on a previous stream a few hours ago. I've been awake for a long time, but I don't know if you guys heard it, but Chris Christie, who's a cunt, did you hear that thing that he said live to the people?
That wearing a mask is a good idea now?
Yeah, and you know he's a massive cunt, and he basically said, wear your mask, because I've had it, and it's not good, wear your mask.
Because he's watched Herman Cain die. He's watched all these people die around him. It's real. Yeah. They are super spreaders. All the GOP, they're spreading the virus.
But because
promoting it is which
because he called it a super spreading event at the White House.
Yep.
Oh, I gotta go.
If Trump had done that when he came out of the hospital and said, it's more serious than I thought, wear a mask, he might have won the election.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly.
But instead, he continued to kill off his base indirectly.
Yeah, so I guess that's one...
sorry.
I guess that's one good reason that it's a good thing that Trump was as much of a dick as he was, because that whole denial thing got him and everything else that he was doing bad the heck out of the way. You know, as you say, had he been forthright with what was going on, he might have been elected, and not a good thing.
Yeah, it really was, you know, until enough people had people they know die of it, or at least had, you know, gotten it and been hospitalized.
I just find it very bizarre.
Because,
as you know, these people, these got people in your country, they're disgusting liars and frauds.
Yes,
we know this. And Chris Christie, is it Chris? I forget. Christie, whatever his first name is. He's
Chris, yes.
He's a massive fraud. He's a piece of shit.
Of course he is.
So for him to put out this bit of audio where he's basically saying, yeah, I fucked up, wear a mask. I mean, that is, to me, that's really bizarre. Because in my brain, I think, well, did he actually believe, before he had it, did he genuinely believe that it was all a hoax?
This is something I can't figure out because I could think of it either way. Number one, it's easy for me to believe that they do not believe what they are saying, but at the same time, they're so fucking stupid they just might.
I know. It's unfathomable. I can't get my head around it.
Most of them, I can't believe they would believe it, except for Trump. Most of the other ones, I think they just wanted to get people back to work to get their stock portfolios to recover.
They have officially lost the plot. They have gone off the rails. I don't think any of them know what's going on anymore. It's day by day, everything changes.
I know another one of them who's at least sounds totally off the deep end is Greg Locke.
Jesus.
He's going on about, you know, you sheeple and all this other happy stuff. I mean, there is a scenario I can imagine wanting to occur. I can't talk about it because you'd probably lose your channel, Purple. But
I think we all agree with what you're thinking.
I think we're not used to losing either. Not Greg Locke, but I'm talking about Trump. Like, they just can't accept what's going on. And Greg Locke is not only drinking the Kool-Aid, he has his head in the vat, full on, you know, lapping up the Kool-Aid. It's ridiculous.
He made the Kool-Aid.
And then drank it himself, knowing what's in it.
For some reason, he won't block me on this account. He blocked me very quickly on my original account.
Yeah, he hasn't blocked me yet either, and
I know why he doesn't do that, because he's basically an attention whore. So whenever you say to him, he gets views and clicks. So the correct thing to do is ignore. But it's very difficult to ignore.
He's bad for my blood pressure. I ignore him.
Well, yeah.
The only thing I ever say to him, you can check my records. All I ever say is one thing. It doesn't matter what nonsense he's doing. I just remind him that he was fucking his pretend church's secretary behind his wife's back.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. No, I told him to stay out of the chat and go to bed. He has school at home, so my rules aren't as strict as when I used to drive him to school every day. Because he just has to wake up and turn on the computer.
Well, speaking of vaccines and Kool-Aid, Holy Kool-Aid just posted this on Twitter. People are always freaking out about drugs because they hear about overdose deaths. But if you die because you refuse vaccines or life-saving medicine, wouldn't that be dying of an underdose?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm a born asthmatic, and I'm gonna volunteer for the first round to get vaccinated.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get it as soon as it's available, but I don't have any priority level, so I'm gonna be down on the list, and I'll be a couple months behind.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I may have priority because of my kidney disease. It'll be interesting to find out. I do. Okay.
Because
you
you're in the category of major risk. I am as well. I get sick if someone coughs on me. So
yeah, so you should get them before us. In that case.
Okay, so I'll be there with my arm out, and my sleeve up, and I'll report to you guys. I'll take one for the team.
I have a feeling though, because I get the flu shot every year, and it makes me ill. So I have a feeling it's gonna put me out.
Oh, we've been doing the vaccine for ages in Britain.
Antir brings up a good point. If you don't want your son to be in the chat, one of the moderators could ban him.
I'm not. I'm not there yet. He hasn't exceeded my tolerance.
He's a good kid. He'll be fine.
He's not causing any trouble. It's just a matter of making sure he gets his schoolwork done.
He won't, and he's got a good sense of humor.
You know, he knows how to act at school, so I give him more leeway because he doesn't get. He has a filthy mouth, but he censors himself at school.
Okay, Antur, agreed. No problem. I will indeed let you know if I grow a third ear or third body part of any other sort.
Oh, and on the dark side, we have awesome cups too.
Hey, there you go.
I've got a third nipple.
What? Hang on. Who did that noise then?
What noise?
When you said third nipple, I heard a farty noise.
Oh, it was probably my chair.
Oh, I was
My
going to
chair's
say,
old.
does your third nipple fart?
No, it does not.
This is going to be a cracking Christmas.
I'm gonna drink like half a pot of coffee, so I'll be talking extra fast. I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm excited.
So who's going to come on with Will and I when we do our little segment? Or
I will.
We'd love to have you on, Jeff.
Awesome. And still, we can finally have that Star Trek talk.
Still probably be asleep.
We've never talked about Star Trek for 10 hours before.
7, and I will never do that again.
I'm not sure at some point I'm going to need a rest break in there, but
Still,
we can always talk about the canonicity of Disney Star Wars.
Oh, I bring it up every time because it's personal. They own half of Los Angeles. Disney owns everything except for the ground I'm sitting on right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Having
Well,
said
they
that,
also
that
own
might be a
most
good
of
option to
Orlando.
get a good value for your property.
True. That's very true. No, but what's happening is lending companies and just huge conglomerates are buying all houses here in California. So most houses are being bought by
case that
companies.
everything that Disney doesn't own, pretty much, the Church of Scientology does.
Out here, yeah. Oh, in California, it's a joke. You could stand on Hollywood Boulevard where they're on L. Ron Hubbard and Hollywood Boulevard. To the left, they own everything. The Church of Scientology owns everything to the left, and then Disney owns everything to the right. It's
That's
scary.
another bad word.
It's scary.
in Orlando, it's either Disney or the Mormons.
Miss,
Oh.
Miss, the
At
reading
least
said a
Disney
bad
is
word
fun.
again.
At least Disney's trying to make it so that everybody can have a good time.
Yeah,
Scientology.
exactly.
Yeah. Pick between the two, it's Disney.
And out here, it's not rare for a Scientologist to walk up to you and have you heard the good news?
Everybody over
Disney's
here,
got half price.
everybody over here is ranting and raving about how awesome Tom Cruise is, which is utter bullshit because he's a piece of crap. If you've seen
He's
the
a short little fucktard.
No, they're scary and they make you sign a contract and they own
yeah, but
they
if you've seen,
literally own half of LA. They're
if
scary
you've
people.
seen, I know about Scientology. Trust me. Don't even think about it. It will mess with your head. They are evil fuckers. They really are. However, everybody over here is now. Yeah.
Sounds like you're a part of it.
Everybody over here is ranting and raving because if you've seen the footage, Tom Cruise on the latest movie that he's shooting went apeshit because the crew weren't wearing their masks and distancing. And so everyone's going, yay, Tom Cruise is really cool. And I'm thinking, no, he isn't, because he doesn't actually believe in COVID.
He just wanted to yell at people.
He wants to yell at people because that's what he's been trained to do via the
Because he's an
code.
asshole.
Yeah, I was kind of confused about that rant. It seemed out of character for him.
He's got
that it's real.
He's got form. When he's on set, he makes people do weird things.
He's also a shit actor.
This is very true. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't get it. I don't get the appeal at all.
Talking about Tom Cruise.
Well, not only is he a shit actor, but most of his stuff, especially from the 80s, was like the definition of toxic masculinity.
The textbook, especially textbook. Because my son, he fell in love with Top Gun, so I went and got it. And I watched it, and I watched it through an adult lens, and I was like, wow.
I was never able to watch Top Gun all the way through. It just, I found it so disgusting. I couldn't watch more than halfway.
Hot's legal in California, so I've gained
incredibly shit film.
The only movie he's ever done that I actually enjoyed was Cocktail.
That actually, I agree with you on that one.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
a decent
true.
movie.
That
And
was
it's
a
only
good
because
film, yeah.
he's not the main. Well, he is the main character in it, but he's not the only main character. So
you know what though? I like that
all
one
about Tom Cruise.
where he keeps
I like the way they handled him on South Park, and he goes and sees the Kyle is the reincarnation of L. Ron Hubbard. He calls him L. Ron all the time, and then he's like, "Do you like my acting? Oh, I guess it's okay." And then he goes into the closet because he's feeling bad. It was devastating for him.
I'll sue you in Europe.
Yeah.
And then they draw him so short in that episode. They did everything just to tick him off.
Yeah,
That was
but he
one
is
of the-
short.
the
He is
absolute-
incredibly short.
No, he's 5'5".
He's 5'5". Yeah, so he's short. He's shorter than I am.
Which means he's 5'4", because where I'm
He wears boots. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, he wears boots.
Well, I
Yeah,
think
but
that
the
that
average
was
height for an American male is like 5'8", 5'9", so...
the South Park stuff. The South Park stuff. To me, that was one of the classics when they did the whole "I'm not coming out of the closet." I mean, that was just hilarious to me. I just found it so damn funny because we all know damn well that Travolta and whatever, nobody gives a shit. Whatever, do what you want. But because of the Scientology thing, they're not allowed to be who they are.
Wait. You mean a religion is suppressing someone's sexuality?
Not a religion. Scientology.
Yeah, it's not a religion.
Oh, a cult.
With money. That's all. It's a cult with money.
You know the difference between a cult and a religion? Tax exempt status.
I was gonna
Good
say
point.
people. the amount of people.
Oh, that's well repaired. That is. She has to have something to rest her boobs on.
I was just going to say something really gross, but I'm not having a problem with. Don't do your Josh Takei.
I apologize. Maybe I'll just think the King of the Hill.
Oh my!
You gotta say it slower.
I can't do it. Only Randolph can do it.
You gotta
No,
practice.
George Takei can do it too.
Yeah, but he's not as good as you.
Oh, I'm not tired enough to do the voice properly right now. That time that I did that for you was I was very tired, and my voice changes when I'm really, really tired. So.
I've heard that excuse so many times.
Not from me.
I know, not from you, but that time you were very tired. I know.
But I had fun. I had fun saying things for you in that voice. That was great.
He was very tired, but he had fun with you.
Story of my life.
I've said it more than once. Stu acts like a complete dick on stream, but he's a complete gentleman, and he walked me home twice. Twice. Complete gentleman.
I deny everything.
We can talk about warships and fish again if you want. And
Shut up, you pervert.
three-prong plugs.
Oh my gosh, don't do three-prong. I can't even say it. Three-prong plugs. Oh.
You can put your plug in my socket.
Or the word sovereignty and what it means.
Well,
You didn't even hear it. That's
you
so
know that
hard.
the platypus has still got your three-prong plug bead. He's got a four-headed penis. This is a scientific fact.
It's like a French tickler.
Thanks to EU regulations, the Riemann will need an adapter before he puts his plug in your socket, Jan.
Yeah, he has to adjust 210 volts to 240.
Man, I want to see the inspector on that one. I'll show up with a trench coat on.
You know, if there is an adapter, if he tries to put his plug in my socket, he's just going to blow up his cock.
Worth it. Worth it.
The voltage difference is so great, he'll set fire to his testicles.
Worth it.
How shocking.
I always said that I wanted to go out like David Carradine. So, that's number 2 on the list. This actually gives me anxiety when I see this.
Oh, God.
Holy fuck.
That gives me anxiety when I see that.
Oh, shit.
Are they LEDs or incandescent?
That would set my house on fire.
That's such a stupid thing to do.
Oh my
Who
God!
the fuck thought that was a good idea?
The picture on the right side concerns me much more than the one on the left.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, if I remember correctly, the one on the right is kind of meaningless because the breakers are what they call trip-free, to where the handle does not have to swing freely in order for the breaker to trip.
The newer models, yeah. The older original ones still.
Yeah, that sure don't look like anything new.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But
Thank
I
you
can also
for
see
pointing that out to me.
If your house burned down, I can see the insurance inspector checking the fuse box and saying they're not going to pay.
Yeah, I'm laughing in your face.
Isn't it a little bit more disturbing too that there's 2 screws in the spots where he could have put wire to hold them in place before?
It looks like there's there's plans for a 3rd screw there.
Yeah, it does. That's true.
The one that gives me pause, though, is on the left side. That outlet cover plate looks kind of charred, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, they're no rookie. They've done it before.
Yeah.
That's a seasoned veteran right
There's
there.
definitely some smoke damage to the wall there.
Somebody's been enjoying some plasma shows.
Why do people think shit like this is okay?
But that's the kind of
Because
person
they're
that put,
stupid.
I mean,
they put metal in the microwave. They definitely put metal in the microwave.
These are people who are challenging natural selection.
It's not a question where that set of plugs is drawing too much current or anything like that. It's just that it's pivoting all over hell. It's got to be sparking like crazy.
Oh, that.
And our next entrant for this year's Darwin Award.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
They'll never be alive to collect it.
Go plug it in, Kenny McCormick. A South Park reference.
I'm about to go unplug my Christmas lights right now. This is making me nervous.
I do love that they finally gave an in-show excuse for how Kenny keeps coming back that actually makes sense.
I like
the Cthulhu thing.
Oh, was that one time Kenny didn't die at the end of the episode and the fans went berserk and got making complaints and everything?
Kenny was absolutely awesome. You know who else was awesome? Mr. Hanky.
Mr.
Hanky, the Christmas poo.
Okay, who
He
on,
loves me and I love you.
who on the panel
There,
has
but
never
Paris, he
ever
loves
seen
you
a
too.
single episode of South Park?
What
Who
was
did
that?
that then?
You don't know, Jenny. You don't know who Tally is. Tally is one
Who
of
has
my.
never seen a single episode of South Park?
Who just
I
did
got into
Mr.
I
watching
have
Hanky?
it late, so I
I
actually
love
missed several
Tally.
seasons.
Tally's a great character.
I had a
I
bunch
don't
of
like I don't like South Park anymore. I think it's become too derivative lately, and it's just that all they're going for is more and more shock value instead of actually
Okay,
writing
who on the
humor.
panel? Who on the panel has never watched an episode of the Kardashians?
Me.
Me.
Very good. Very
I've
good.
never watched.
Who on the
Never
panel
will.
has never watched an episode of whatever Wives from whatever fucking city?
Okay. Wait a minute.
No,
Wait a
hold
minute.
on.
Let's,
Never watched that
it sounds
stuff.
like this should be a drinking game. This is a never have I ever thing.
So in my defense, in my defense,
your towel. Want to get high?
I watched
It's him doing it. I thought it was Jen, Australian Jen, doing it.
No, I can't do Tally.
that guy
Oh
would get
fucking hell!
That's some good quality work there.
I
Oh,
like
yes,
it.
all perfectly
I love
parallel.
That's the
I
way
would
it
give
should
that
be
guy a
done.
raise. I'd give that person a raise.
That's beautiful.
I fucking love that. That's gorgeous.
I would do the
How
sex
I
with
like to
that.
do electrical when I can.
If I ever did that, somebody would bitch at me for why did I take so long?
If I showed you my setup right now, you would laugh at the chords I have. It's ridiculous.
I've seen the chords you have. I've seen your chord.
I pull my cords out all the time for you.
That's not his cord. That's not his cord. That's his leash.
It's funky now.
Same thing.
I will happily hold him by the leash and leave him.
Same. Hey, I'm into that too.
Ooh, oh boy.
Oh no!
I miss having a collar.
I finally get to pull out my sex cuffs. They're relevant.
Yeah.
Picture's too small. We can't see.
Oh, where did he go?
Hey, yeah.
No, I was trying to
No,
enlarge him.
these are
Enlarge him.
real-
Okay.
These are real sex cuffs because they have a release on them. So these are safe word cuffs. Oh man, I'm shaving. You see all that gray?
I have no
think
idea
that's
where
less
mine are.
fun, I've heard.
So basically, you can't get stuck to the bed with this one. But you know you can.
Well, then what's the point of them?
Well, you don't tell the person. They have side locks on them. You basically have to have a huge hand like me to be able to reach it. So they do have locks on them, but they're fun cuffs.
I told you before privately, never trust the fun things.
I like trouble. I'm a fan of trouble.
Yeah, well, it was fun at the time, but when I did get accidentally handcuffed to the kitchen table.
Diana, you've got a request in the side chat.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, kick me a link. I just might have a little bit of time to devote to that. When you say tomorrow, you mean the Saturday the 19th of December, or do you mean Friday the 18th?
That's very true because beautiful Jen over there lives in the future.
I do. By the way, I finished making my model of that building.
Spot on.
Wait,
Thanks.
Let's see
I
it.
went to a lot of effort.
let's see it.
Oh! You've seen it before.
Aren't your
Oh my
shoulders
gosh.
cold?
Oh my god, that's Will's neighborhood.
That's
It got renamed.
still that's bigger than you, right?
The scary bit was when Will told me it's smaller than him. So
He's lying, by the way.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they are. They're Well, I got him at a sex shop.
Okay.
I got him at a sex shop.
It all went quiet for a second then.
I wouldn't let anybody.
I'm sorry, I was
put
thinking
those
it was
on me
penis.
unless they
I was
got-
answering the chat. I'm answering the chat. I'm trying to be polite. I got him at a sex shop. They just have a release on him.
Holy fuck!
You should run. You should run far away.
Having said that, earlier this year there was a young girl killed because of water getting into a plug.
Oh,
For real, if you see that, run.
Getting into a what?
Into the electrical system in her house. The water had got into it, and she went outside and put the hose on outside, and the current went right through the hose and killed her.
Oh,
I actually had a call to repair that once. That somebody had water coming off an outlet box in their basement because a pipe in the wall had started leaking and it was running right down the cable.
When we moved into this house, we did renovations, and I found that we completely renovated the washroom. They had a soaker tub against the wall. So when I pulled that out, I found a hidden junction box below a leaky pipe to water in the tub. And it was stupid. There were 5 wires coming into it. One just looped around and right back in, and another one went into the wall, not capped or anything. So I took it all out. We've got 1 wire now up by the ceiling and no junction box. But just ridiculous stupidity. Whoever did the electrical here.
Yeah.
I had a customer's car come in once. Fuel injected car. It wouldn't run. And through a little bit of examination, we rather quickly found that the connections to the main relay that power the fuel injection were corroded. And what was unusual is that they were corroded with coolant. Yeah, that's kind of weird, isn't it? So I started looking in other areas of the car, and I started to discover that other connectors were also corroded by coolant. And so I said, "Oh, something's wrong." I began to trace where the damn coolant's coming from, and up in the engine compartment there was a leak in what's called the throttle body heater, and it was dripping right down into a connector.
Is it the beard?
That was then pissing off into the sheath of the wire harness and feeding the entire system of the car. We had to put in an entirely new wire harness front to back of the entire car.
Funny.
Which is actually 4 different wire harnesses.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it cost the guy about $3,500.
Yeah, that's a major job.
The youngsters would not get that. The youngsters wouldn't get that. What was just
now I have that song.
Show the meme again, please.
Now I have it stuck in my head.
My biggest regret is that I rocked down to Electric Avenue, but never took it higher. It haunts me.
Don't sing it. Don't sing it. Don't sing it.
Higher.
Still,
rocked down to
you're the one that YouTube hates.
But I never took it higher.
If you start singing, they're gonna shut the stream down.
I only have to think about songs and I get my videos removed.
Wow, that's quite a talent.
Be honest, I can't remember where I bought the big old blacky dildo. Well, I've been told I have to call it Will from now on. So.
Did you just call that? Did you just refer to that as your big blacky dildo?
Yeah, I did.
That doesn't look that big.
You didn't say it, so come on. Say it. Say it in your fancy British. Racist. I can't say it. Racist. How do you say it? Racist.
It's not being racist. It's a black dildo.
Well, she's a fucking racist. Get rid of her.
It sounds so fancy when you say it.
Big blacky dildo.
It's black. For
Big
sake.
blacky dildo. Do you understand now why we sent all? This is why we sent all our convicts to Australia.
You keep going on. I'm going to use this to point at him from now on. If you keep going on.
Oh, I love that.
I'll put it in the chat for you.
I know people who would go to a party like that.
You're talking handcuffs. I'm looking at my handcuff memes. I don't have much. A lot of Donald Trump in cuffs, but.
Oh, that's funny.
I've got a warning for you, Stool.
Yeah, Yeah, my fiance had the regulation police handcuffs.
Purple, can you make Jen big, please?
It's not fun because if you lose the key, you got to call the fire department.
Oh, no, you don't. I got plenty of tools that would get me out of them.
Oh, that looks painful.
Is that sucker hollow?
Oh.
What?
Is that hollow?
It's got a vibe in it. So.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, of course it bends.
Little Blackie's a bit floppy. Oh dear.
Yeah. It's on the lead.
Well, a certain amount of flop is acceptable.
There you go, Riemann. Don't be embarrassed. It's fine.
Dark purple.
Now stop it, Saul.
This is one of the weirdest streams ever. It really is.
Does that have strap-on attachment points?
Aloha Mora.
Uh-oh, Jenny's asking questions. Run! Run!
You know, that was one of the weirdest things is like, you know, after my fiance was gone, what was I supposed to do with all of her sex toys?
Use them.
Clean them and use them.
Yeah,
Stick them to the mirror for the next tenant.
Well, I mean, I kept some of them I could use, but...
Cleaning is optional, but recommended.
This is my Melania impersonation.
Oh, I can't see it. They just took the picture away.
Sorry.
To a Walmart scene.
I got it.
Walmart shoppers. They're always up to something strange.
What? Ooh, I can't even tell what we're looking at. Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder if that'd be considered child abuse.
Need to
Or
see
is that her
Jen's
husband?
Melania or MT impersonation. I like her initials, MT.
It's because she's empty.
Oh, poop.
That poor kid. He probably doesn't like that. This is actually kind of stupid because if there's a fire, getting out of the building is going to be kind of not so fast for them, I would think.
I'll put it away. It's a bit rude.
Potentially dangerous.
I'll get the scary one out instead. Because Andrea mentioned dark purple, and this is more dark purple.
I don't mind you having your friends on.
I always come back at the fun part.
Yeah, that's a lot. Take that.
Bad news for you, Riemann.
What's that?
Bad news for you. Wrinkly purple looks more fun than Mr. Blackie.
No, Blackie's good.
That's all right.
You're seriously going to keep saying
like 10
that?
things that I'm not going to say right now.
And this
Yeah,
is
I've got 20.
I'm holding
This is
back.
her special.
Oh, that's hilarious. That is fucking hilarious.
That's brilliant.
Oh,
It's a
God.
good
You
use.
know, I don't know why I didn't think of it, but I should fix one to the wall in the bathroom as a toilet roll holder.
Hey.
And then make a picture of it and put it online.
Reuse. Recycle, reuse.
Now,
I'm all about that.
every woman should have one of these that she can carry in her purse.
Was that for the airport?
Yeah, no, it's yeah, no, that'd be great getting that searched in my purse. But no, just because if you're stuck somewhere and you need a bit of fun, you've got one. You know, fingers are great, but a nice vibrator is always a bit better.
Tongues are better.
Yeah, I won't argue with that.
Hard to do when you're alone.
Oh, no, you can get. I put Blackie down on my desk and it's stuck. I can't get
Can
the
you
suction
please
cap off.
stop referring to your dildo as Blackie?
It legitimately can't get it off the desk.
I find it extremely ironic that the guy from the UK is the voice of reason about race. I find that extremely ironic.
That's the tongue replacement.
Is a weird stream now. If we're getting corrected by the guy from the UK.
Well, that's because in the US, if you call someone racist, they think you're saying they're a NASCAR fan.
Oh,
it's so true.
Oh, wow, that's clever.
Oh, that's so wrong.
Oh my God, no! Who's making that noise?
Somebody turn their vibrator on.
I don't want to be a cat hearing that noise.
That's
No.
that's a vibrator. You're unfamiliar with the noise.
I know what the fucking noise is. I just don't want to see the cat image.
How's the cat chewing on?
Show them how it's used.
Yeah, lazy.
Oh, Riemann, that should have been where you did a Mrs. Slocum joke.
I'm trying to keep it clean on Purple Stream. We go full Mad Max on your stream. It's like it's the Purge on your stream. It is.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, so
Right, what's that weird face she's making on the box?
that's happiness.
Is that not the normal face?
Yeah, that's
Oh my
eagerness.
God.
That's pretty much all my toys at the moment.
See, somebody offered that. I would walk out. I mean, that's just so fucking
You know
rude.
what's really funny? I knew someone that had a pipe collection, and they handed me a pipe that had it was a giant dong, and the balls you would hold it. I grabbed it and smoked out of it. It's life. Smoke it if you got it.
No thanks.
Don't forget your Astroglide, because Astroglide is always your friend.
It's just innuendo. It's not like you're actually sucking on a giant wang,
Innuendo and not the other.
Yeah, I think Jen has it right that if your dong is smoking, you definitely need the Astroglide.
or call a doctor.
Walgreens generic is just as good as Astroglide, and it's like $1.50 less per tube. Yes, I know that as a fact.
I tell you what, Betty would not want to be demonstrating going deep throat with that. She might chip her teeth.
Oh.
I hope my son is enjoying all these memes right now.
I'm definitely going to have to get my big screen sorted out for when Australian Jen gets the right bosom out, because I have to keep looking really closely.
Still, you keep on asking. I'm going to pull mine out. It's Jupiter, and they're this big.
I've seen yours, you dick. They're boring.
Well, I did tell Jen when I get my new computer built and I can have a camera again that I will do a naked collab with her.
Awesome.
I said I'd do it too, but I gotta shed some of my coat. I've gained 25 pounds. I say 25, but it's probably closer to 30 pounds I've gained since March.
Dude, you need to look after your body
the
like
only
I
problem
do.
with doing naked streams is
if
you do happen to show anything you shouldn't have, it's too late.
I just found out how much I've gained over COVID today. I'm not even going to mention it. It's horrible.
Ditto, Jen. Will and I have an agreement about doing lots of walking and exercising when he gets over here, because he's got to help me lose the weight I put on this shit.
It's not. You honestly think they're going to let him in?
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about your fanny now. Do you think Australia is going to let him in?
Yeah, I think they will.
I haven't done anything of note that's on a record or anything, and I've had a passport and actually left this country before.
They let you back in?
So wear a mask, America. If you live in America, wear a mask, and then they'll finally get rid of me. I'll finally leave.
And we get to have it. Well, I get to have it regularly.
Oh, I'll be back in about the amount of time it takes to make ramen noodles.
This is kind of touching a nerve, and I will never get over it, even though it was over 10 years ago. Probably about 20 years ago now. but I'll never forgive those people in that airport in Sydney or whatever imaginary country it was. I don't fucking know. The things they did with my didgeridoo, I mean, it was absolutely obscene.
I've seen this one. This is hilarious.
That's great.
It's all fun until the farmer flips the switch.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
That's so funny.
I will tell you, I've had fun gaining the weight though. This is the first year I haven't. Instead of doing sit-ups, I started making brownies and eating pretzels. And then I started making pretzels with my own dough, and that's how you gain. That's how you gain weight. I love cooking too, though. So being at home, I've just been cooking this entire time. Like yesterday, I made 2 giant pork loins for no reason yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be eating that for the rest of the
Wait. Are you saying that making brownies doesn't count as exercise?
I count it as exercise. And breakfast, too. I justified that I'm drinking coffee and eating brownie. I had to stop making brownies, actually, because they got too good to me. I started making cornbread, but then that got a little too... I started making cakes.
I'll have to go and put tea on soon. This is ridiculous.
I got
dinner, not tea. Dinner.
I got kind of ridiculous during the original quarantine. Now no one is honoring it here. It was scary on the freeway today.
Kebab, steak, and salad. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, the lack of exercise for me has somewhat balanced out by the fact that I did manage to make the move, so my diet is significantly improved.
That's awesome.
I'm actually getting a lot more fresh produce than I did when I was living in Michigan, so...
That's key for mental health is eating properly. Because if I don't eat, even if I stay up and if I don't eat properly, I'm a complete mess. A complete mess.
Yeah, I find it has a very noticeable effect on my mood and my energy level if I don't get a little bit of citrus every day.
Oh, yeah.
So there's obviously some vitamins there that my body's really needing.
I get
hangry. Very sick. That's sick. Doorknob head, go away. You dirty pervert.
P. Diddy. Oh, man, don't you miss Gordon Brown? After all the shenanigans?
Gordon Brown.
Who is Gordon Brown? I'm not familiar with the name.
Still, who's Gordon Brown?
He was the Prime Minister of the UK.
Oh, okay.
You'll be more familiar with him from that famous song by the Stranglers. Fucking foreigners, you don't get my jokes.
Not that one. You went a little too far.
Well, I'm sorry we don't get the jokes, but, you know, transatlantic shipping's just too expensive.
Put it on the
fucking hilarious joke, trust me.
Put it on the side of a bus. Have Liz Truss tell me.
Shut up, you dick. You're not supposed to know all these things. You're an American.
If Keir Starmer is your savior, I'm scared for all you guys.
Australian Jen, can you make him shut up, please? He knows way too much stuff about the UK.
I'm not going to make him shut up. I love hearing him talk.
Yeah. Call him Little Blackie. See if he's your friend then.
I'm going to make a patch that says it's
racist.
I love it when
racist.
I love it when you say racist. You say it's so fancy.
Oh yeah, you should make. Oh, you want to make a T-shirt? You need a T-shirt that says "I'm her big blackie" with an arrow pointing on it, and when we do the stream, you just.
Ooh.
I'm already canceled in many circles, so I'm okay with that. I'm canceled in many circles. People, I don't fit into the mold, so there's a lot of people that don't like me already, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I saw this one last spring.
Oh, that's how
this one's for you, School.
Oh,
This one's for you, Stool.
I can't see that.
Hope you like it.
Jesus Christ. All Americans. Seriously, I'm blind. All Americans.
So still, if somebody had a dog that was black in color and they named their dog Blackie, is that also racist?
You're such a racist. Go away.
I am not a racist.
Well, I don't want to kind of burst your bubble here.
Do you remember that talk we had? I didn't realize how racist I was until I got around you. Do you remember that talk we had like a month ago?
No.
As an American, I say certain things, and I did not realize how desensitized I am. There's been a couple times that I've said something to Jen, and she didn't laugh, and I'm like, "Oops, that's racist."
What, like Jen?
That's a great picture.
Did you actually shock Jen the racist? That's something.
I said something, and I didn't, and she did not laugh. So I won't repeat myself.
That's remarkable because, as we've all learned, hashtag Jen's a racist. Hashtag Little Blackie.
There are a lot of common things that are racist that people have so lost their origin they don't even know it.
That's my thing. I say certain things, and I I'm desensitized though. So I say it from a point of indifference.
Yeah. Well, like how many times have you heard somebody say that somebody was yellow, for them being a coward?
Yeah.
That's actually a racist slur.
That's actually, yeah.
That was from when they were building the transatlantic railroads. And the Chinese guys would try to avoid a fight, and the Irish guys would try to invoke fights. So saying somebody's yellow because they don't want to fight is a Chinese slur.
Oh, wow. See?
Or
and
a slur against the Chinese.
Yeah.
Not Chinese slur. Slur against the Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was just something that Biff Tannen said to Marty McFly all the time.
Unfortunately, because I'm British, I'm quite clued up on the origins of the racisms. Because I think we pretty much invented it.
And put pants on everybody. In wooden boats. In big wooden boats, put pants on everybody.
Is that what we did? We put pants on everybody. Was that our crime? we put pants on everybody?
That's the nice version.
Dude, you need to speak to the girl who loves Little Blackie because
don't try to.
If that's the thing that you're annoyed about, you've got problems.
That's not annoyed. I was just trying to be nice. That's
They
the nice.
put pants on everybody.
You haven't. I'm surprised you haven't heard that one.
Never heard that shit. No.
That's actually a saying that your country put pants on everybody. You got in your big leaky boats and threw crosses at everybody and put pants on everyone.
Literally no idea what you're talking about.
That sounds strangely religious.
With a Bible in one hand and hide your shame in the other hand.
Well, that's kind of like, doesn't everybody love pandas because they're black and white and Asian?
Every time I see Badger, I always tell him, like, it's good to have another black and white person in the chat, and he never laughs at that. Come on, Stool, you didn't say it. Come on.
I'm being a good boy.
I heard you say, it made me laugh. The one time I wasn't there, you said you were going to do blackface, and you still haven't done it.
I did not say that.
Randolph was there too.
I just want to say goodbye to Dick Dawson in the chat. He's apparently leaving, so.
Bye, Dickie.
Okay, bye, Dick.
See you later.
I'm thinking.
What were you saying, Godless Sewing?
I was the one person watching the last 15 minutes of Stool's stream when they were trying to go 1970s. And you promised blackface, and you have not delivered yet. I'm sorry.
Like I said,
I'm calling you out right now.
This
bombs
is not
and their minstrels.
Hang on a minute.
You're calling me out for something?
Full suit and gloves and everything. I'm calling you out.
Whoa. This was obviously in private, so, you know, what stays in the green room?
You're going to do the hand wave and sing Mammy?
I'm lost. I don't know how I'm involved.
No, it was in the stream. It was in the stream.
You know, I'm quite a nasty bastard.
I'm desensitized when it comes to things. I actually am canceled in many circles because I grew up in the suburbs, so I have a different view.
One of the things that I would really, really like to do, talking about Purple's Christmas extravaganza.
You switched that subject real quick.
My Patreon thing is still kind of not working properly, so I can't do it. But I could do a private for Patreons where we could talk about Little Blackie.
I almost spit soda out my nose. I almost spit soda out. Are you gonna do an OnlyFans?
Mm-hmm. Do the hands, Jen. Do the hands.
What? That.
Do you see what I'm saying? Sometimes it's okay to have a laugh. But you can't always do it in public, unfortunately.
Racist. So I can't say it like you.
That would actually be quite funny. I've now got so many bad ideas running around my head.
All right. Donald Trump dancing impersonation.
Oh, he's...
I saw that video. Oh, that was awful.
I'd wear that. I'd wear that sweater.
There were a lot of barbecues that day.
Who's texting me?
Oh, I wonder.
There were a lot of barbecues in the park that day.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, we're having a good time here, but unfortunately, I should be wrapping this up.
Okay,
because as Marco was saying, I have a fair bit of driving to do tomorrow.
I have to make a phone call anyway, so...
Yeah, it's going to be about a 3-hour round-trip drive. So, before we go, does anybody have anything they want to plug?
Like a 3-prong plug?
I got something I'd like to plug.
As many prongs as you think you need to use.
We'll put it on the side of a bus for a stool, and we'll get some warships out to protect his fish. He'll be okay.
We're doing Christmas special tonight on Friday nights. Oh, tonight for me, whatever time it is for everybody else. On Friday night 6-pack, there's a heap of guests. I believe you're on, aren't you, Randolph?
Sorry, I missed what you said because it broke up a little bit.
Are you coming on the 6-pack special tonight?
I'm going to try.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on with family stuff here, but if I can squeeze it in, I'm going to definitely try to be in because I want to be part of it.
So yeah, there'll be all the usual crew and a whole heap of guests, so that should be a lot of fun. And then tomorrow night, my time, which is morning for people in the US and afternoon for people in the UK, I've got Conspiracy Cats on my channel.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
Great.
That should be interesting. Yep. What do you have planned to discuss with him?
We're going to be doing a Stump Gen where we've got a few things that we're going to discuss up front, and then we're going to basically take questions from the floor. So we may even have some flooders to show up in the chat being asses. So who knows?
Stump Gen is actually quite cool. I do like that.
Oh.
All right. Who's next?
Yeah.
Well, for me, it was just plugging the Christmas marathon. So I dropped the link to the schedule that Pirate Kitty made.
Yeah. Yeah. The worst part about that is it comes from Ricky Gervais, who's about as funny as a wet mop.
He's not funny anymore.
I don't.
No, he's not.
Really
Ricky Gervais's humor is purely punching down.
He believes his own. He believes his own crap is what it is.
He does, yeah.
I think he
Which is
used to be
such a shame.
funny.
He did. But he's got to the point where his ego's got so fucking big that all he can do is punch down.
It's a shame that
that's
happens
not
to so many people. It's a shame that happens to so many people when they get famous. They kind of lose touch with just being normal.
Absolutely.
Talking about people who are semi-famous in the community, I got blocked by a big name in our community because I called him out on his bullshit.
Oh, who blocked you?
Jimmy Snow.
Jimmy Snow. Oh.
I honestly thought you were going to say Jimmy Savile then.
Why did he block you?
Yeah, Jimmy Snow blocked me when I called him out for his video on Elliot.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, he didn't like being called out.
Instead of trying to respond and deal with...
Instead of trying to respond and talk about it, he blocked me, he blocked Atheist Pastor, he blocked Manda. Oddly enough, he didn't block Ed, who was in the same stream.
Yeah. And that's really too bad, because obviously it was a topic that he needed somebody who had more direct information on things.
Who's this Elliot?
Elliot Page.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I've got some stuff to talk about when it's my turn.
About?
Okay, well, go ahead, Randall.
Okay, so I have a couple of debates coming up. One on January 2nd in 2021 on the TART channel at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And the topic will be, Does God Exist? I'll be debating with Zach Seckler of Adherent Apologetics. He's a nice guy, so I expect it'll be another nice encounter. And then on the next debate on the same network on TART will be on January 18th, 2021, 8 p.m. again Eastern Time. And this will be with Gavin Herleman, who I debated with before already. And this time he wants a round two. We're going to go over the 10 Commandments because I told him in the last debate we had that I have issues with all 10 of them. So he wants to do this. So that'll be an interesting one, I think.
Yeah.
Which set of commandments?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
the
that's
first lot, the second lot, all the other ones, they don't count as part of the 10 Commandments, even though they were given to Moses at the same time.
I'm wondering if I should get the Sinner's Bible, the King James edition that has "You shall not." Because I do have an objection to that too, because it's a command.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then looks like I'm going to be on Godless Granny's stream coming up soon. I'm not quite sure on the date on that one yet, but I'll be announcing that. And then your friendly neighborhood atheist wants to bring me on in February, so I'm looking forward to this kind of stuff.
Randolph, is that the one in January?
Very cool.
Sorry?
Randolph, is that the one in January with Godless Granny?
I believe so, but I'm not certain on the date, so I don't want to quote it yet. I want to make sure before I announce it.
We should be on the same stream with her then.
Oh, great. I'm looking forward to that.
As well.
I'll be with great friends. It's fantastic.
I'm kind of flummoxed and amazed at the same time that you guys can plan so far ahead and actually remember.
I'm looking at a list.
Write things down there, kid.
I'm looking at a list.
It's like magic voodoo.
Even I'm oddly organized.
There's no magic. It's just a list. I have a list. Sorry to disappoint you. But yeah,
and unlike Mike, he actually gets to his list.
I write everything.
I'm guessing list is one of these fancy French words that the Canadians use.
He has a calendar, and it's probably a Google one.
Another shocker. A guy from the
calendar.
UK is punching at the French. Another shocker. Blame the French. Hashtag blame the French.
So it is punching at the French if you're English, punching down or punching up.
Bring in your warships. Protect the English fish.
Yeah, here in Canada, French and English are both official languages. So
you're all fucking racist.
One or the other, not both. So two more things. One is I'll be co-hosting with Neil, the s04e Atheist, once we get our studios built, which will most likely be in January by the looks of the way things are going, if we're lucky. And that'll be truenorthtalk.ca is the website. We have links to YouTube channel where you can see some of the progress. That'll be an atheism call-in show.
Wait, you mean the video where you had the roof fall on your head?
The which?
Where you had the roof fall on your head when you were pulling it down.
Oh, okay.
Oh my!
All right. So yeah, and then of course that's part of an organization I run called Canadian Atheists. And if anyone's interested in the advocacy for atheism that we're doing there, and our desire to normalize atheism in society in Canada and worldwide, you can read more on our website at www.canadianatheists.ca. Thanks for organizing all this Purple Rhymes with Orange, and it's great to see all of you again.
Yep. You as well.
And hello to everyone in the chat. Thanks for being here.
Oh, I do have one more project upcoming, though I don't know when anybody's going to see it. But Atheist Edge sent me something that I'm going to be, doing a recording of reading for them.
Oh, great.
So I don't quite know when that's going to be finished or when that's going to be released.
Hang on a second. Are you getting voice work?
Well, it's just a group project that he wanted to get a whole bunch of atheist reading sections of this.
That's a yes, Stool.
Oh my.
Unfortunately, I was actually hoping that I was going to have the new computer in time so I could use my good microphone, but unfortunately, I'll have to do it with this headset again.
I just came across the number I wanted to share. The COVID death rate has gone up again. 3 days ago, it was 1.7 people per minute. Then it went up to 1.8, then 1.9. It is now today 3.27 deaths per minute.
Yeah, you've reached a record in your country today. I was aware of this fact. And it's going to get worse. Not going to bore you with what's happening in this country because we're kind of second.
You're getting worse too.
Oh yeah. What, me personally or the country? Don't blame the COVID on me.
See,
I wasn't blaming COVID on you. I've got lots of other things I can blame on you. I'm not blaming COVID on you.
I'm blaming
Blackie.
Big Blackie.
Okay. Well,
I'm going to totally enjoy. I'm going to totally enjoy Christmas Day because what I'm going to try and do, and I am now actually trying to plug myself, which I'm shit at because I've got nothing to offer to anybody. But if I can pull this off, I'm going to do a special.
So you can plug yourself.
Fuck you.
Well, that is what it's for, but
I just can't work with fucking amateurs like you. Jesus. No, I'm being kind of semi-serious here. What I would really like to do is not... I'm not saying I don't want to do the Christmas thing, but I'd like to do something special that the other people can't see, that's just for all the lovely people that I've met over the past 12 months in Streamyland.
Okay, just a private party.
You're special. You're special to all of us. You are special.
Private where Jen, Australia Jen can get her right tit out. We can all be really... Mama! and all that shit.
But how will you know if it's her right tit or if it's the left one and she's just flipped the screen on her camera?
Stool is just wishing really hard. That's all.
Everybody raise your right hand.
No.
See, I'm doing it and you can't tell.
I'm still pissed off with American Jenny because of her polio joke from 3 hours ago. That made me laugh so much.
Okay, Randolph, this one's not loading. There we go.
UK has only had 66,000 deaths since it
BDSM. Where
started.
no means yes, yes means harder, and pineapple means stop.
Armageddon! Sorry.
Yeah, I think you definitely have to stop before you try to insert a pineapple.
That reminds me of the old Butt Coconut video and song.
Put the lime in the coconut and drink them both together.
Okay.
Put the lime in the coconut and drink them both up.
Okay, well,
Not
unless
pineapple.
anybody has any last words, I'm going to shut this down here.
Fine.
Nothing.
Naprożnie.
Okay. Well, thank you everybody for coming.
Yeah.
So good night, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are.
Goodbye,
Good
lovely child.
night.